is waiting for Brandon and others, hopefully, to come chat. If not, play some Risk. Play some Risk. I'm gonna watch the Gophers game because if y'all don't know, me and my buddy got money on the Gophers winning 7 games this year, and they're 2-0, so that'd be big. They got 3-0 tonight. That'd be half the wins we need, baby. Well, technically not half, but whatever. Close enough. We just started the season. Get this shit ready. We ready. Get all this situated. The Discord, the Discord. Discord this horror. Do 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 do. All right. While we wait for them, we can read this article I just found. It says Trump issues an ultimatum for NATO countries on Russian sanctions. President Trump issues an ultimatum to NATO allies, which is funny. An ultimatum, like these are supposed to be your allies and your friends, right? Like why you send ultimatums like do this or else? It's kind of already weird. Saying that Russia or U.S. will issue major sanctions on Russia only when they agree to do the same and stop buying oil from Russia. Which I guess that makes sense. But I had to look up who's buying oil from Russia. Actually, I should do that quick. Who buys Russian oil and gas? China, India, and others, including Turkey, Hungary, Slovakia. Russian sanctions also. Crude oil exports once he shifts heavily to Asia, while China is taking the largest share of crude exports. Turkey is oil. So, I mean, these are NATO countries. Let's see here. Is it just Turkey? Is Turkey NATO? What are I know that Finland just joined. Albania, Belgium, Canada, Croatia, Czech. Yeah. So it's just one country. Oh, Slovakia too, huh? They say Slovakia buys their shit still. Yeah, Slovakia. So two countries out of the bunch buy Russian oil. I mean, they probably shouldn't. There's 32 countries now, huh? Oh, Sweden. Sweden. I thought it was Finland. But Finland did join, probably in 2022 then, not 24. All right. Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Portugal, Romania. Oh, I bet they have it like in a map. What's the purple? That's Ukraine. Okay, yeah. So basically, almost all of fucking almost all of fucking whatever Europe. Almost. I just can't live without you. Too bad. I'll just purchase it. Yeah, no. Spain, Portugal. It's funny. This part of Britain doesn't want to do it. Turkey. So Turkey, where's Slovakia? Right here. Right next to Hungary. Austria. Poland. Greece. Huh.
Hello.
Hello. What's happening?
You know, same old
Another
fucking
day, another
stoned.
dollar.
I'm hungry. What the fuck am I gonna eat? I don't know.
Peanut butter jelly sandwich is always good.
We're out of peanut butter, I think.
Oh shit. That's always like an easy go-to.
Dude, I've eaten so many peanut butter sandwiches. It's fucking insane. Like, I mean, I don't know.
And they're still good.
We'll compare stats at the end of the simulation.
Right? He's like, you've had 5 billion fucking peanut butter sandwiches, sir. You've done a good in your life.
You get a star. You're number one.
You're number one. That's me. No, I was just reading this article right now. Trump issues an ultimatum for NATO countries. Basically, Trump says that he's basically willing to put hard sanctions on Russia if NATO countries, which I just looked up, only 2 of them currently do, stop buying Russian oil, which I guess kind of makes sense. Like, if you're supposed to be anti-Russia, why are you buying their goods? So
Yeah. I mean, that is fair.
yeah, that one I can live with. I mean, the thing is, it's kind of fucked up to me only because like there's 32 countries in NATO. You're gonna hurt all 30 of them just because 2 people are stupid. Like either I don't know, either get rid of them or
Oh, yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
there's probably better ways of doing it, you know. But
Yeah, but we can't be fucking civil. It's always like, yeah, ultimatums. It's always
isn't it?
brutal
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. It's the word and
That's
it's the
always
word and the
progression.
lineage. I'm like, these are your allies. Think about going to your like best friend and going, "Hey man, do this or else." You know, like you don't do that to your friend, right? You know, like this is not, you know, that's not the verbiage, just the way you're saying it, kind of thing.
Dude, he's like the autistic guy, you know, coming in thinking everybody's like a fucking threat or something. Like, I don't fucking know.
I think it's funny because like I don't think any of these people are really scared of him like that, and they keep thinking like all these people are petrified. They're petrified of our military. I will say that, but like I can't imagine like even if we like we're going like isolationists and shit, we're not fucking trying to like war with Europe. I can't imagine.
Right.
Did I?
Uh,
I can't
I
remember.
wonder, man, like, are we in some weird timeline where
I think that shit all the time, dude.
like like they just couldn't cross the threshold and now they're just ping ponging around? Like I wrote a thing earlier where it's like if you can't sort of get yourself out of like your view of reality with your view of reality, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Then like with all the knowledge you already have, then you're kind of stuck there and like you just kind of
Yeah.
never cross the borders.
I mean, that's why I always try to tell people once a day you should get your mind blown by something. You should learn something every day. You should learn something to improve anything. You know, like either history or like fixing things with your hands. You know, like anything. Just something. You should learn something every day. And if you don't, and especially if you do it for long periods of time, that's when you get stagnant and go backwards in life.
Yeah.
Because being stagnant is like going backwards. You know, like that's kind of like
Yeah.
the whole MAGA
Like
movement. It's like you want to go back to the 50s. Well, that shit's not around no more. You can't go back to those time periods because they don't exist. That's not the
they
world we
don't
live in.
they don't want to fucking like have to reinvent themselves or like
You know, and it's the same thing with
I
your
don't
brain,
know.
though. I'm saying same thing with your brain. Like if you stay stuck, like I already know what I need to know, and I'm done. And you're stuck. You're gonna be stuck at this point in your
Yeah.
life for the rest of your life, and everyone's gonna move past you. So even if you technically don't actually lose anything, you're technically you're losing because of fucking everyone else is passing you.
Oh, dude, they're getting lapped.
Yeah, that's basically what it
That's the
is.
problem. That's
Mm-hmm.
the problem. You can't communicate when you're talking about shit when you're like more than one fucking lap around these people.
That's what I kind of told this one dude I was arguing with earlier. Like you notice how you keep kind of gish galloping to all these other topics because you don't want to get in the weeds on any one topic because I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about versus you just keep saying, oh, this. I'm like, oh, nice deflection. Like you're trying to get away from the topic, right? Like this is when we started talking about like January 6th, and then he started bringing it up to like, well, look at Biden, look at Afghanistan, look at all this. I'm like, okay, but what about the topic we were trying to get at when you said, because at first he was like, no cops got hurt. I'm like, Brian Sicknick got killed that day. Like there was an officer that died that day. 4 people committed suicide because of the shit. Like you're gonna tell me cops didn't get hurt? Just all these things. But again, they have to gish gallop to a billion different points instead of just sticking to the one because they don't know anything about the one.
Yep.
And that's all. They just know, like I
Yep.
said, they know the talking points and the punchlines. It was a tour guide. It was a tour guide. Like, oh really? Have you watched the videos of the cops getting their ass beat? Like, that's not a tour.
It's like every time anger enters the fucking like conversation is when somebody's like lost power, like doesn't have
Well, yeah. Then the conversation's
a
done.
fucking
Like you just can't
proof
have a good conversation.
whatsoever.
You can
Yeah.
still talk. Like you can still use words or whatever, but nothing productive's coming out of that conversation if somebody's lost their mind and whatever. Yeah,
Man,
it's true though. Because yeah,
people are living this thing at different levels.
oh by far. Like I said, it's not even close. That's always what I try to tell people. Like they keep saying that the left keeps ramping up all this rhetoric. I'm like, what about all the there's another story today. This guy on Fox News is like, we just need to lethally inject all the homeless people. That's how you get rid of them. And shit's like, oh, so you're talking
Yeah,
about just
yeah.
like killing homeless people, like, and you're gonna tell us that the other side's the one ramping shit up? Like, maybe they are some. I'm not saying they don't. Like, obviously, I'm not. Like I said, both sides fuck up. I get it, but it's like, but you guys act like you're angels. That's the fucking problem. You guys don't even admit it. Same as like January 6th. Like that's my whole point. Like I bring it up because you know why? Because you guys fucked up, and you guys still argue with me about how you guys didn't fuck up, and you guys want
They're
us to
literally-
always apologize for everything, but yet you guys can't apologize for anything. Like it's
They're
not-
part of a community, they think, and they want to keep the dirty ones out. It's as simple as that. Like it's so fucking
to
simple.
me, it's
These guys are
accountability
just-
though. Like
that
they
too,
asked
yeah.
they asked the left, they asked people on the left, like when the riots happen, when all this happens, like yeah, I condemn it. It's bad. Like I have to say sorry. Anytime I go, hey, what about when this guy got killed? Oh, there was this people. Why is it always a conspiracy and always you have to push the blame to something else instead of just saying, yeah, this person fucked up on our side. My bad. That's all you have to do. like
Dude,
even just like
there
that
is
little bit would
something
help you so
weird to
much.
It's like it's two worlds that were like like there's like no connections, and it's like they're dancing around. It's like a fucking like binary star system almost. See, I don't even know how else to explain it. Like there's no like path between, that draws people in. I mean, I'm sure some people are always being swayed one way or the other, but
For sure.
it's like we can't open like a big channel for some reason. It's like there's way too many breadcrumbs that have to be
because a lot of
fucking
times
fed.
like, people just don't. Like I
time.
said, people don't want to put the effort to read. All you got to do is read. If you read, like I try to tell people, like when I show you these articles, like when I'm talking to these people, like I give you an article. The reason why I give you the article because if you read what was actually in it, you would see why you're either stupid or I'm right or whatever the fuck it is, Or you can come up with a different paper that disproves it. That's cool. But like when I can show you something, then you just go, well, that's not right. Like, what do you mean? You didn't even read a word of it because I know it takes 10 minutes to read, and you're answering me back in 1.5 minutes. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you the answer. Like, here's the like. It's like having a cheat sheet for homework. Like, I'm trying to help you out, bro. Like, but yet you keep saying that you already know the fucking test. Well, you don't. I have the answers right here. You just need to fucking study this 5 minutes, and you'll be good. You'll be better off. And that's too hard. That's too hard for a lot of people.
It's fucked up, dude.
Like I said, they stick to the talking points. It's this. It's
Like-
this. It's this. Ugh.
I said this like forever ago, but I almost feel like there's gonna be like different cultural like levels to like nations or some shit. Cause some people are just gonna always be stuck down in the low level. I don't know,
Yeah.
and they'll never fucking want to change. But then again, it's just like a fucking super slow fucking
Decay.
cultural change. It's almost like changing from like a gas to liquid or a solid or some shit.
Yeah, dude.
For a collective.
I mean, honestly, watching America fall like this is kind of like watching oil be made. It's just a slow decay. Like Like I'm watching it and I know it's gonna happen, and I feel like there's nothing I can do to stop it.
Yep, exactly. It's fucked up.
Like all these people keep calling for civil war. It's like you guys don't realize. Like I try to tell people, like you can read diaries from like the first civil war. Like you have brothers killing brothers and like cousins. You know, like all this shit. Like you guys really not understand like how actual bad this could be if this actually happens. You know, like it's just it blows my mind. Like how much
It's
people are just
insane.
down
Like,
with all this shit.
I just want people to fucking be smarter somehow, dude. Just
Somewhat.
somehow.
Well, again, like honestly, just I know it's boring. Like I hate reading too to an extent, but it's like fuck, man. If you just read like 5 to 10 minutes a day, just even that little bit, you'll be so much better off. Like I said,
It's like people are scrolling on their phones all the time. What are they doing then? Like, I
well,
don't know.
yeah, they read like
Read
they read
it's the
like the
wrong content.
TikToks. Well, I'm saying yeah, well not even that, but they read like TikTok things and or like like it's all 1 minute. Like they'll read as long as it's like a paragraph to 3 paragraphs. If it's more than 3 paragraphs, they can't read it. It's too long.
I swear though, like you just have to. It's like if you don't get the abstract concepts in your head from what you're seeing, like the language and all that shit. The like, if you don't grasp it in its entirety, you're just not gonna develop like a higher intellect. I don't know.
Well, you can't. Like I said, you're even like I said. Let's say at 10 years old. Oh, okay, let's say at 17 years old, you're a junior in high school. You're the smartest kid in that class, but then you just stop. By the time you're 30, all your classmates are gonna either pass you or at least be as good as you. Which means, like I said, you're you're stagnant. Like you literally went backwards in time because you didn't want to keep moving forward.
Yep.
And that's like I said, that's a lot of people. They're once they get done with high school, maybe even college or whatever, they're done learning. They're like, I'm good. I learned what I needed to learn. I'm fine. Instead of being like, life's a journey that you should fucking, like I said, continue to learn. Like I said, every day you should have your mind blown. Like you should learn something every day. It's not fucking hard. A stupid factoid,
Yep.
anything. God, it's mind blowing to me. There's no curiosity. I think that's the
Like,
biggest thing. There's
dude,
no
it's
curiosity.
it's the same shit though as like going from like geocentrism to heliocentrism
Yeah,
to whatever. It's just
yeah.
we always make these fucking leaps, and we have to
But like
to
like
get
I
there
feel like we're going
somehow.
backwards though. That's the thing. Like we've made leaps. We've
Yeah,
made a lot of
I
leaps and
think
bounds in the last
I
50
think it
years.
what it is we went through the bottleneck. They did not. So it's like they're following something of like a shadow trail. Well, we follow our trail.
Well, like I said, I personally believe these are the same people who are the Confederates of the fucking Civil War. Like the same people, same fact. Everything's the same, just different times. Like these are the states' rights. Why should we have
Same
slavery? Because
structure.
states' rights.
Yeah.
Like that's why you should have slavery because states should have a right to slavery, not because it's more like it's super immoral. All this other shit. Like like just come on now.
That's the limit of their language that they have to excuse their immorality.
Yeah, and it's like anything. Like just because something's legal, right, doesn't mean you have to do it, right? Like it's like the abortion thing. You can be anti-abortion. That's cool. Nobody's forcing you to have an abortion. Like let other people
Some
do it. It's,
people are
it's
just
freedom, right? That's the whole idea.
complicit in this shit. It's like, I don't know, dude. Like, if we want to make the jump to like an advanced civilization, we have to fucking leap there. Like, we have to fucking put the work in. Like, it's not gonna be.
Yeah, that's tough for a lot of people. I agree, though. I mean,
Yep.
we have to. And the thing is, it has to be
We're
masses
supposed to
of
be
people.
further, in my opinion, dude. Like, this is like we're fucking retards still.
Kind of like I said, I feel like in the last decade we've gone back 20, 30 years. So instead of being 2025 education and level of smart or whatever, I think we're back down to like 2002. Like we're supposed to be done with
Yeah,
2000.
I kind of agree.
Like we're
I
not
kind of
supposed to be
agree.
2002 anymore, bro. Like I said, we're supposed to be past this whole point. That's why I get upset. It's like we're supposed to be beyond this. Why are we going
Well, it's
backwards?
like so like, all right, so some lady brought up that they use Sarah Palin as like a firebrand, and then there's Marjorie Taylor Greene, and then there's Trump, and all these people.
Mhm.
The stupidity was tested, and then it's like we were
Yeah.
desensitized to it, and then it somehow slipped in, like as if like enough people suddenly got to the point where they want to be political, but they're stupid, but they found somebody that resonates with them,
Yeah.
and I guess that's the fucking, that gives us fucking idiocracy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where we're at. It is idiocracy. Like,
Sadly, yeah.
simply, like it's like a fragmented narrative across time, dude. Like these people have selective memory and aren't even like seeing history. They're not. That's exactly it. If they saw history, they wouldn't be
They don't study
putting
history.
It's like reality's rearranging itself in like the weird arrangements that we never had previously. Kind of. That's how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Before it changes, if it changes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of feel like humanity may be splitting into two psychologically. I don't know.
We are split. Oh,
Like
at
that's
least
kind of
maybe not.
weird.
I can't say humanity, but at least in America, because I can only speak mostly about
Yeah.
America. Because like Europeans have a different mindset versus the Asians have a different mindset. But in general, in America, like I said, we don't have principles anymore. People don't follow principles, and I don't even think people even know what principles mean.
Yeah.
Like as I said,
Dude.
that's why I always when the left people do fucking retarded ass stupid shit. I call it out and I condemn it. I'm like, yeah, that's bad. Like I always tell people that shouldn't be that hard because it's not about the
Like
person.
life was just party time for people, man. Like nobody, it's just like a pleasure
Well,
palace.
now
Like,
politics is sports. I always say it's WWE. As long as you're my guy, I'm cool. Like you can't do no wrong. You can't
yeah,
do anything.
yeah.
You're on my team, right?
It's so bad,
Like I said, it's
dude.
not principle.
So
People are on
bad.
principles. If principle says like this is bad, I always say it doesn't matter who the fuck's doing it. It's bad. Like
I don't know what happened. Like it's like
I don't know
people
either.
are
The
just
tea.
terrified.
I
People
feel
are
like
terrified.
the Tea Party movement like split the Republicans in half, and then like the crazy half is the one that won for them. And I think that the Republicans going so crazy far right has made the left go even more far left. I feel like in some ways, and that's where you get like the disconnect where there's no center no more. People just fucking hate each other and just
Yeah,
stupid ass
that
shit.
makes sense.
Because I always tell
That
people
does
like,
make
dude,
sense.
I just listened to Bush talking like 2011. Like I don't like Bush at all, really. However, like if a president talked like this again, dude, I'd be so happy. Like because he's talking about like America has all these problems with the isms, like racism and sex, like all these things. Like
Wait, who
we,
said that?
George Bush.
Oh, George Bush. Recently?
Yeah, like 2011.
Well, this shit's like all fucking obvious though. That's the problem. Is that
I
all
know.
these problems are just right there, right there. Just look at it. Look at it.
Yeah. Well, because like
I don't know.
Bush tried to because I was reading something. Bush tried to do a fucking mass amnesty for illegal immigrants too. At one point, he was like, "Yeah, he's like these people are working. They're good fucking just people. Like like they're just whatever." But that faction,
Productive.
but like I said, that faction lost to MAGA, so now nobody cares. Now they all hate immigrants and shit. Like that. What that used to be what the Republican Party was, which I can give for some. I always say like I don't mind some of the like on principles, like on ideas and stuff. I don't mind some of the Republican shit. It's just the extremes, and you guys are going too fucking nuts. Like that's always the problem. It's this, and that's what I hate when the far left goes their way too. Like,
Sometimes
it's
their
just too much.
brains pick out shit that's worth noticing. I don't know. That's
Sure, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they make good points. I'm not trying to, like people always think like I just hate them. It's like it's not about hating. It's I hate the current version because the current version's totalitarian or autocracy, whatever. Pick a word. That's what it is now. It's not what it was back then.
they've got their religion and then they've got concrete reality. They don't build a like metacognition fucking plane inside their minds. I that's what I feel like. They don't get abstract. They don't
No,
zoom out.
which is
They don't want to
funny
see
when
it
you
structurally,
actually think about it, it's funny.
which is
'Cause
fine. But
no, it's fine, but I'm saying it's funny because these are people are usually like religious people, which is totally like metacognitive and meta ethics. Like all this shit is meta in religion, right? But yet they're afraid to think about it on like their personal level.
we gotta advance it, man. We gotta like
Yeah.
it's like the truth doesn't just end with religion, like we gotta fucking make science and religion compatible, more or less. And you do that, like philosophy is a big part of that.
That is, but again, sadly, we have at least half the country damn near. They don't trust scientists at all because, like I said, they're too smart and they say big words. They don't understand it, so they're scared of them or whatever. I'm assuming that's why. Like,
Man, I honestly feel sorry for people that can't fucking process complex fucking thoughts, complex ideas.
thing
Like,
is,
am I right to say that? Or
sure. I'm saying the thing is,
denial?
I wouldn't say, like I said, for like even like me, like I said, like I'm not good at that naturally. So like sometimes I'll have to reread like the word like 4 or 5 times to actually understand it. Like, but for a lot of people that's work. Like how hard it is. Like if you read a sentence and you can't comprehend it, most people are just done. They're like, I'm done. I don't. Instead of actually looking up like what does this word mean? What does this word mean? Okay, this sentence now
Yeah.
makes a lot more sense. Like scientific, whatever. Like, but people don't want to put. Like I said, a lot of it is just laziness. We don't want to put the work in. If the answer is not found within like I said, within 3 paragraphs, they're done. That's it. Like that's the most amount of learning they can do right now. It's a big problem. It's a big fucking problem.
That's scary, man. Like, it's like I don't even want to act like I'm above anybody. It's just because I'm fucking not.
No, but the thing is, you take your time,
It's my
and
strength. Yeah,
well, you take
yeah,
your
I do
time.
take. Yep,
And also, I
my
always tell
time.
people like I can't remember what philosopher. He's like a wise man once said, "I don't know." Like that's really all it takes. Like if you can at least get to the point where like what you know is
100%.
what you know, and then when you get to outside your realm, you can just go, "I don't know." Like, and that's fine. Like that's a perfectly good answer to say, "I don't know," if you actually have no
Well, it's
clue.
like people need to feel like a connection to philosophy and I guess the universe through their own being. Like, and that's like a depth that few people fucking reach. I guess. Well, I mean, you see people with movies and shit, and like that really inspired me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
For sure.
a lot of people do feel that, but it's like it doesn't last long enough to like coalesce into anything
Right.
like that endears, like that becomes a part of their approach for most people at least. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like most people are embarrassed of being inspired. You know what I mean? Like people keep their inner lives so fucking private. It's like you just don't fucking know.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I'm gonna say, it's funny too if you think about it. Like, what do you think the odds of somebody like if you made somebody write like, how we wrote like book reports? If you did like a movie report, right, where you actually had to pay attention and follow the movie and get everything about it, what do you think? How many people do you think would actually know anything about the movie? Because I feel like you're saying earlier, like you watch a movie and then you're just done, like, and then the movie's over in your head. You just turn it. You go on to the next subject, or basically, instead of actually
It
taking the time and trying to
depends,
figure out like
dude.
what that movie is about. Like, what was the message? Like, why did this person write this movie?
Yeah.
Like, because not, I mean, obviously just stupid, funny movies or whatever. But if you watch like a Christopher Nolan movie or any of these like good movies, you're supposed to think and you're supposed to actually like learn something as you go, and not just fucking, oh, that was a crazy plot twist or whatever at the end. Like, there's more to it.
Yeah.
These people are
Yep.
artists,
Yep.
like in
It's
modern world.
representing something
Yeah.
at like a level of depth, like it requires an understanding of reality,
Mm-hmm.
basically. Like you are creating a new experience with film, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
And yeah, you have to have knowledge of what reality is framed by, and I don't know, like yeah, like you think about it like Inception, like oh
Yep.
wow. I don't know that this isn't a fucking dream. I
Yep.
don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking like so like think about like how we still study like Shakespeare's writings, like what Hamlet's about, what
Yeah.
these like I said,
I
we
read
don't.
some of this shit earlier too, though. Something about this, but
Well,
like,
why don't we
but
have the
apparently,
why don't we have the same
okay,
thought process with movies though? Like like how many times can we watch a movie and
yes,
actually learn a real good lesson, like just about your family, about friendship, whatever the fuck, like that's what I'm saying. Like we don't,
yep.
like I said, most people just watch a movie and once the movie's over, they're done. Like that's it.
Like it's not relevant. We don't take any lesson from anything and implement it
Yeah,
anywhere.
just
Be like,
there's
you know
things like
what? Let's
that.
have some fucking fun. Let's.
But like I said, there are movies
Oh
like that. But
man,
like, man, there's so many good movies where, like I said, there's life lessons to be learned in these things. 'Cause like I said, they're just modern artists. There's Christopher Nolan is William Shakespeare, not the writer maybe, but like how he directs a play or whatever, like that kind of shit. Like we should start thinking about
yep.
like the message of what the mean. I always use the what's that movie? Don't Look Up. I love that movie because like it's a great movie in general, but like when you actually look into it and stuff, it's about global warming. Like this is the message of the movie.
Like
Like
philosophers always quote fucking like literary figures and shit, right? Like
yeah,
they were sort of part of the same fucking stream at one point, and then they got split. And yeah, that's bad. I think we should be approaching reality and existence from like every fucking angle. I don't think
yeah,
philosophy's privileged at all. It's just another language. That's all it is. It's another way to fucking express shit.
yeah,
Another angle.
yeah.
But like, what was it? I don't know. There was some fucking J.J. Abrams quote.
Uh,
What was it? Like something about about Star Wars,
about a
like
box.
or not, or Star Trek, Star Trek.
Mm.
Like he didn't like that it was so nerdy or something like
Mm.
that. Like
Okay.
yeah,
Good luck. I mean,
or
Star Wars is pretty
philosophical,
nerdy.
philosophical, literally philosophical.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, like I always think about like in good movies and stuff. Like the reason why like sometimes we like the dark person, the evil person, it's because like their character is doing something that makes sense. Like they're not just wholly evil just to be evil or whatever. Like always the Thanos, he's trying to save the world by
Yep.
like you don't root for the person, but at least you understand and you empathize and you kind of get like the idea,
Oh,
like
dude, you look on the people that are cheering on the fucking apocalypse, and they're like the same thing as Thanos. They're the same thing.
basically,
They are literally Thanos.
yeah, to an extent.
Yeah, I want that rapture.
I don't. That's why fucking Christians want uh, Israel to be around forever. Because if Israel's around, then the fucking end of the world can happen.
It's fucking so gross to me, dude.
It
Like
is
such a
gross when you
shallow
think about
concept
it.
of
Oh, I already
existence.
know, dude. I think that shit all the time. Like, so you want people to die? Like, is that kind of what you're saying? Like, everyone has to die in order for fucking God? Like, that's kind of,
I
it's kind of a
I
weird
feel like the
statement.
meaning crisis, like Patrick says, is a fucking big deal because we don't have like those like nodes or like paths present for people to take. It's all so. It's like, yeah, we got our freedom and shit, but it's like we don't have structure to life at all anymore. It's like
No, that's where religion does good.
college,
Yep, I will always preface. That's where religion does really fucking
school,
good.
and yeah,
Like,
we could
'cause everyone
add
thinks
so
I
much
just hate
more.
them. I
Yeah.
don't hate them. It's just they're stupid. Like, it's just their flawed thinking that makes me pissed. But they do good things sometimes.
Yeah, dogmatic. Like they
Yep.
cannot possibly part with their views. Cannot possibly.
Mm-mm.
It's sacred.
I mean, even to get to like a legal sense, it's the whole living will versus breathing or originalist view. Like, you take the Constitution, is it only for how it was written, when it was written, or is it living that we can interpret it now this way? Like I think we should interpret it how interpret. Like we
Yep,
live in a different world than back then, so we got to kind of change what these words mean, right? Or like the interpretation of shit versus being dogmatic and thinking it
that's
has to
true.
be this way because in
Yeah.
1792 it was this way. Well, that's not the world we live in, so why would I think our laws would be the same? Like
Language and reality would change together. That's actually kind of scary.
and I mean, I feel like they should to an extent. Like I said, they should be living. They, like I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. The words, I mean, we definitely condense our language and like prune it, I guess.
Oh yeah, yeah. We don't use thou
Maybe.
willeth and stuff. Yeah, we just go, "What's up?" or like, "What are you doing?"
Like we kind of like attach to the things that are most important in a subject and then just blink right to that, like no fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like I really feel like a lot of people don't have a like reality, like almost like scaffold, like a way to fucking, I don't know, get in there and look around. It like I feel almost like fucking Bran, like warging into a fucking raven, fucking like I'm just, my brain is just
Yeah.
fucking, I don't know,
What's cool? Like
looking at reality. Where's
if we
that
could
view?
if we could treat people, if we could teach people to do that, but with like empathy, like that would be great. Like, let me just warn you and see how you actually think and feel instead of thinking like everybody's the worst or evil or whatever
I
the fuck
try
we think.
to.
I know you do, and I get
I,
people that do, but I'm saying a lot of people don't. That's the fucking problem.
yeah, yeah,
Like they
yeah.
can't even
If people
fathom
could
what
do
this
that.
person's going through or thinking. Like whatever the fuck.
It's so, dude, it's literally just that. Like,
A lot of it is just basic
this guy
empathy.
shot Charlie Kirk. Like, yeah, probably because Charlie Kirk was a fucking asshole. I don't know.
Again, it's like one of those.
And
I was listening to Mehdi Hassan. He's like, yeah, I don't condone violence, and I get it's all bad and evil, whatever. I get all that. However, I'm not going to
wonder how much
whitewash. I'm not going to
suicide
whitewash what this dude has
he's
said.
contributed to.
Like this guy has said horrendous, horrible things, and I'm not going to
Yeah,
fucking act like he was a fucking martyr and a saint. No, he was kind of a shitty human being. He shouldn't have got shot. Like I will preface, like he shouldn't have got killed, but And that's kind of how I feel. Like,
Yeah.
keep trying to tell people, like, I don't like this dude at all. He was a horrible person. He shouldn't have got killed. Like, I don't know. I don't know how many more ways you want me to tell you. Like, two things can be true.
Well,
I
the whole
don't have.
thing is there. It's like virtue signaling, kind of.
Of
I feel
course it
like, but I
is.
mean, maybe
No, that's all it
I
is.
don't know. I don't really buy their strong emotional connection to him. To be honest, like I could be wrong, but
I don't know. See,
I feel
I
like
guess I
it's almost
don't
like
know, man.
crocodile
I don't
tears.
know.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think it was a
Crocodile
big.
tears.
I didn't think it was a big deal until I saw EK fucking on here balling and shit. It's like, oh my god, like what? You thought this guy was that? What? I was so confused. Because the thing is, he never even
Like
mentioned
maybe
him to
he's
me at
forcing it
all.
though. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know if I can trust him.
I don't know either. I don't know how much of it is just like the heat of the moment.
He's a cool guy, like for real. But like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I get it. I'm just saying. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't expect that either when he was on here the other day. I'm like, what? Like, you feel like this about that dude? That's weird. Okay. Ugh. I don't know, man. I don't know why. Because like I said, it's always funny that they can, like I said, they can Paul Pelosi, they can do all their jokes and all their shit, and it's all good. And then when it's their people, they lose their shit. That's the irony.
Dude,
Like,
it's disintegration. That's what it is.
I
Like if they
honestly, what
don't
I hate more than anything with both
aspects
sides in general,
of
it's
their
just the
personality.
hypocrisies. I hate the hypocrites. Like either it's all good or it's all bad. Like I hate the people
Dude,
that are
aspects
picking
of
and
their
choosing.
personality across time never meet.
What
Like
does it
they're
mean?
never conscious. Aspects of their personality that occur throughout time, never meet, like opposites. You know what I mean? So it's like when they're an asshole, they never realize when they're not an asshole that they were an asshole at another time. So on and so forth.
Yeah,
So it's like,
I think you need a friend or somebody. Like that was always my thing. Like if me and my girlfriend got in a big old fight or something like that, I had a friend I'd talk to but tell him all the shit. He's like, you know what? You fucked up here. And I'm like, what? Like, and then you talk to me, I'm like, you're right. Like fuck, I did fuck up. I better say sorry about that, or whatever. Because I got that outside perception of what the fuck I was going through. And sometimes
well, like their
you need that
hypocrisy is a part of the reason why they are the way they are, right? Like
for fucking
it's
sure.
like they got all they got all these contradictory elements to their personality, and they just can't seem to fucking notice them when they happen.
I just try to tell them and point it out to them all the time is that you guys all do the all roads lead to Rome. Like no matter what I say, you have a conspiracy answer to be like, nope. You see, it's like this. Like what? No matter what the answer is.
Watch
Like
these 20 videos that fucking literally detach you from reality, so you
yeah,
can't. Like I said, their memory is fucking non-existent. So it's like they watch these videos, and then everything else that should be reasonable is just forgotten.
yeah,
It's like it doesn't fit reality. I
yeah.
don't know.
I get it.
I don't know if that's
That makes
correct, but
sense.
whatever.
It makes sense. I don't know, man. It's like I said, it's all roads lead to Rome. Like I said, and it's just deflection. Like I said, every time anything bad happens, it's always Biden. Like I said, it's been almost a whole year he's been president. It's still always Biden's fault. Like, when does it ever become your fault? Like that's what I'm saying. They have no accountability. Everything, the Dems or whoever, people on the left have to fucking apologize and do everything all the time, and they never do. That's what's starting to be annoying. It's like you guys just never take blame or onus on any topic, ever.
Yep. Never ever.
Like I said, because you
They
guys
can't
always
be
push it.
seen failing.
It's always it's always somebody else. Like I said, it's always Biden. Shit, they still blame Obama, and the motherfucker hasn't been president for almost a decade, and they still go, it was Biden. Like what? Or not Biden, on Obama. It's like it's been 10 years, man. The guy hasn't been president. You're still blaming Obama. Like, just the craziness. And like, I can't believe these motherfuckers think they have no like extremist people that have done violence or anything. Like, we don't do any violence. Like, what do you mean? Like I said, I can list off 15 things, but like they still feel like it's not violent. I don't know. Like I said, dude fucking just burnt down Josh Shapiro's house. Like, what was that? What would you call that? That's not an extremist.
Damn.
This guy's a fucking
Yeah.
governor of Pennsylvania, I think it was. He was runner up for vice president. Tim Walz beat him out to become VP for Harris. But like, yeah,
Hmm.
somebody bombed it, or somebody fucking napalmed his house. Like Gretchen Whitmore is a governor from what's it called, Michigan. There was a kidnap plan by like 6 MAGA people. They went to her house. They tried to kidnap her and all this shit. Like, those are extremists.
Dude, in every respect, they don't take accountability. Yeah,
That's my
like
point. I can
the
bring these
billion.
up to these people. They're like,
As long as they
it
avoid
was the
accountability, they're
feds.
safe.
It's always the feds.
What it is.
That's what always pissed me. It's always the feds. Oh, the feds made the plan to kidnap her. Really, the feds wasn't just these 6 dudes who admitted to it. Like, what? Oh God.
God damn. I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude.
Like I said, I think it's WWF. They're on my team. So guess what? They can't do no wrong. That's what's fucked up about this whole fucking thing. It's like, no.
Like, what are you getting out of the arrangement, you fucking idiot?
No,
This like
they get my
safety,
team wins. That's all they
safety
get.
numbers?
That's all they get is my team wins. Like literally, that's the worst part. Like if they actually were getting like money or something for it, maybe I can understand. But they're literally just getting, we own the libs. You guys are stupid. You know, like that's it.
It's like, yeah, it's just a couple numbers on a scorecard. It's not even
Yep,
something in reality.
that is
Dude.
all it is.
Yeah.
Legitly. Yeah, I'm saying
Because
it's
they
fucked
can't
up.
form a construct of reality that does not solely involve people. You know, like I feel like that's such a big part of it.
Well, also I think a lot of
Like,
it.
they're
Part
just,
of it is.
they exist as something to please others. You know, to be seen of value. That's it.
I'll say they believe in hierarchy, so I feel like they are fine with being the middle class grunts, as long as their people who are on the high end are fine with power, money, whatever the fuck. You know, like I feel like a lot of it's just that. Like they just don't give a fuck. Like, oh, guess what? Elon Musk can be rich as he wants. You know why? Because he's on my side, and we don't give a fuck. You know, like as simple as that. I feel like a lot of it is.
People reach a state of comfort and don't realize that growth is good for them.
Yeah.
In fact, dude, it's almost like it's like being stuck. There's nothing pulling people forward. Yeah, it's the no shared vision for a future, you know, like that's gonna be our downfall. There's no, it's yeah, they want to go backwards, we want to go forward.
Mm-hmm. And it's tough to do because, like I said, time doesn't go backwards. That's what I keep trying to stress. Like, time moves one way. This way we're moving. I'm sorry, nothing you can do to stop it. Like nothing. And I don't get people. Like they in 1910, before vaccines and all this shit, like the chance of your baby dying was like 1 out of like 8. Now it's like 8 in 1,000. You know, like it's ridiculously low. Like all these things, dysentery, all these diseases, all these. Why want to go back to a world where all this shit's back?
Like, no, my baby is not autistic because of me or my genes. It's because of what you put in it to fucking make
Right.
it safe.
I mean, that's part. Or again, we just test for it now. They never tested for it before. You know, like it's like
Yeah.
the one chick said before mammograms were invented. You know what breast cancer was? 0. There was 0 breast cancers in the world before this invention, and now you invent something. Now we can test for it. Now we see there's a billion of them, or a bunch of chicks have this problem. Same as anything else.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think it's funny. Like back in the 1800s, they didn't have cancer because they didn't even know what the fuck cancer was. Really, like I bet they did. You just didn't know about it. I mean, that's
Right,
really what it
yep.
comes down to. A lot of it.
Died of old age or they died of mysterious causes.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Think about like a 30-year-old fucking just getting sick and all of a sudden dying within like 6 months. Like, oh, he must have pissed God off or whatever the fuck. That's probably what they thought.
Oh,
That's the way
the
they thought back
earliest
then.
known records of cancer appear in Egyptian medical papyri from around 1600 BC.
Okay.
Greek physician Hippocrates, 460 to 370 BC, is credited with describing and naming cancer using the Greek word karkinos, which means crab, due to the appearance of tumors with veins radiating outward like crab legs.
Hmm.
That's very cool. But
in the
I
Egyptian times, huh?
wonder. Yeah, I mean, they may not have been. Yeah, I mean, they may not have been like diagnosing it or
Well,
testing
not
the
diagnosing. They might have saw it
like
after the fact. Yeah, I can see that. Like after the
maybe
person's dead, they
symptoms.
cut
I
up
don't
the
know.
body and shit. Like, oh, look at all these crazy shit here. That's probably what it is. You know, like,
It's got to be like specific cancers though. So like that's how you would, because like different cancers would have different
mm-hmm.
symptoms. So it's like that would be a bitch to identify and like track.
Dude, we can't even really do like we can identify it now, but we can't like cure. You know, like it's. I always say it's like a computer cell or a computer. Like it gets corrupt and then it just spreads, spreads, spreads. You just don't know where it's going to spread or how it's going to work. It just happens. You know.
Yeah, it's like
As
our
of right now,
knowledge
we have no
of the
rhyme or
body and the
reason.
brain aren't as like it's just not as complete as it could be, I guess. Like we could get little glimpses of like things that relate, and that's about it. I think. Yeah, like we don't know everything, obviously.
Nope. Hmm. Yeah, fucking cancer. Anything else happening in the world today? Charlie Kirk's wife talked today. I guess that's cool. Whatever. I know. This is the other thing that's crazy. Far right groups are like you know how many people have been getting doxxed in the last 2 days since all this shit happened. Like, think about like what that is. That's almost like a war act right there. You're literally calling people to go to this person's house and extreme bodily harm. I guess is the word.
Yeah. Brown shirts, bro.
Pretty
To
fucking. Yeah,
excuse
honestly, that's what it
that.
is. That's what I'm saying. People don't realize like when they think you're saying stuff, it's like it's
This
because I've seen this in history, man. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Like you wonder why.
patterns exist, idiots.
Russia is been sending drones over fucking Poland. This is the second time it's happened, like in 4 days, which is a NATO country. So it's like,
Yeah.
you see that? Like, fuck, dude, we're about to go to war with Russia pretty soon here if this shit doesn't end, which I don't think it will, because I don't think Putin gives a fuck.
Just need Skynet to come online.
Hmm,
We need Skynet to come online.
dude, who knows? If they do, that's how Terminator happens, because they're gonna have to kill all humans. Like, you guys are fucking stupid.
Yep.
Like, y'all don't need to be here. Nothing happens
Yep.
good.
Your license has been revoked.
Yeah, on Wednesday. Like,
I mean, a machine can fucking compile like all information everywhere, at a certain point. So it's like, yeah, they can do a way better job than us. We are
I mean,
so
if you were to take a
fucking
human, I
behind. Like we
mean,
got
it's fucked
fucking
up. But if you took a human and
retards.
took the emotions away, we could do a lot of things too, probably. You know, like,
Yep, I think so. Yep. So like in Star Trek, the lore behind Vulcans is that a philosopher came along and like started like a sort of movement or whatever centering around control of emotions because Vulcans were super
mm-hmm.
volatile emotionally.
Really?
They'd murder each other and shit. So they had to learn to control their emotions, and then they like this was in their ancient history basically, and then they eventually evolved. Obviously, it's a what you call it, allegory,
Mm-hmm.
humanity. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard.
And here's Trump. He can never turn down the rhetoric. He's like, the radical left contingent in this country stands as a barrier to reconciliation and all this shit. It's like, dude, you're the most divisive president ever. Like, If not you, it's Abraham Lincoln. That's okay, Civil War times. Like fuck, man.
Oh, this is like, yeah, this is like a reverse of the Civil War, basically.
I'm telling you, these people are the same as the Confederates back in the day. Like I said, I can pretty much draw a line after doing a lot of research into like the lost cause and all this shit. It's the same. It's all the same arguments and the same talking points that they were using in the fucking 1860s. They're using in 2025. It's fucking crazy. Which is funny too, because like like all these people are Italian and Irish and shit. It's like you guys know that they thought you guys were stealing all the jobs and doing all this dumb shit, right? Like they thought of you the same way you're thinking of all these people. Like it's exactly the same. Did your family turn out all right? Like
Uh,
I bet they did.
just too stupid to fucking see.
I know.
Just repeating a pattern. That's it. They're just
I know.
parts of a cycle that is echoing again. I don't know, man. I so badly want to see humanity flourish, man. But life, we have to be reminded that life isn't all bad. Because we're focusing on the fucking negative shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like I said, before Trump ran for president, I don't think none of this crazy shit would ever happen in America. There would be so much violence and so much animosity towards the other side and all that kind of shit. I feel like that's just all because of him.
It
His
almost
like I
makes
said, he
sense.
just you can't make fun of people all the time. You can't call people vermin and scoundrels and all this stuff. Like all this shit for all, like. But I'm saying this shit matters though, because like you're saying, it's words. And the thing is, when you have fucking a cult basically, and you hear these people calling them scum and villains and all this shit, well, you're gonna get fucking psycho fans, like, and that's kind of what's happening. Like I said, the left does dumb things too, but like they do dumb things for good reasons. For like, it's like George Floyd, like you shouldn't burn down buildings and all that dumb shit because it's fucking retarded. It doesn't help your case, but like they're mad for a legit reason. It wasn't just fucking aimless outrage.
Yeah.
But like like again, you should people. I always it's never the city itself or whatever. It's always when other people from out of state come in. That's when dumb shit happens. That's it's annoying. Opportunist people. Fucking stupid.
Trying to think what I was gonna say.
Mm-mm-mm. How you get home so early?
So slow.
Oh, you
No,
slow.
it's first cut.
You first cut slow.
Why do you want me to leave? I'll leave.
No, it's just
No,
9 o'clock. All right, don't give me a kiss then. I guess I didn't want to kiss.
You just don't want me at home.
I guess I don't even want to kiss. Nope, I don't even give them anymore. Ooh, well, you're supposed to do that somewhere else.
Yeah, now I got fucking.
I hope you got some of my hair on your fucking tongue.
No, I got rug burn.
And rug burn. Mm-hmm. She licked my face, and I'm telling her she should have licked somewhere else.
I did.
No, you did. You licked my face. This is what I said.
The other day.
Well, the other day, that doesn't count right now. But I do appreciate the other day.
I did too. You just didn't notice.
Oh, is that what it was?
You know how much you don't even notice. Except for this fucking stupid ass fucking
What?
hair clip
Oh, whatever.
stuck in my hair, and I don't know if I can get it out. Oh wait, I got it out.
I believed in you. I knew you can do it. You a big girl. You big girl.
Never said. Oh yeah. Horrible. Horrible.
Incorrigible. Ah, hell.
Oh hell.
Fucking got the Gophers playing football in a half hour. Me and my buddy still got money on these games, so I pay attention.
Yeah, sports can be a nice distraction.
It can be. I definitely don't do it nearly as much as I used to because I got other things to pay attention to. But it is fun. It is nice to get away.
The Vikings got lucky, I guess, on Monday. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, they got lucky as fuck. They were down the whole game and they won at the end. Which, whatever. Thing is, it was a bad team too. So I'm like, oh man, if this is gonna be this is how it's gonna go. It's not gonna be good for y'all.
We win in comebacks like that all the fucking time. We had 1 year
Mm-hmm.
when it was like most of our games were won like that.
Yep. I watched a special on it the other day. These people are like, we'll never see a season like this ever again, and they're probably right.
Nice, dude.
Like, because they're just saying, I
Hell
think it was
yeah.
like they were like 12-1 in games like 3 points or less. Like, we had the biggest comeback of all time. Like all these things. Like, dude, good luck ever having this happen
Mhm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's true. Good luck. It probably will never.
Did we have
happen again.
Cousins then? Is that what it was?
Yep. We had kissing
Who-
cousins.
He's actually playing pretty good. Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Well, that was
just-
when he became Kirk Chains at the end of that
he
season,
did.
right?
It was
toward
the
it.
Kurt Chains. Yep. However, I always tell people like I wouldn't say he was good. He just got lucky as fuck. Like honestly, he got lucky as shit for like a bunch of games.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like it's like they say in poker: it's better to be be lucky than good. Like you can have the best player in the world if a guy gets fucking flushes and straights every hand. Good luck, they're gonna win. Nothing you can do about it. He's in the garage.
We never have a fucking MVP level quarterback, like ever.
Not in a long time. Not in a long time. The Randy Moss first year, that was the only year we had a fucking Randall Cunningham. I think it was MVP that year.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, we went 15-1. We were the best team. We just fucking choked like we do always in the playoffs.
Yep. I was like obsessed with the Vikings. That was the first year I really watched them.
Yep, I'm saying that
I
that was
fucking
that was the last year I was a Viking fan. After that, I was like, I'm never being the fan ever again. And I switched. I went to the Chargers and Ravens. Those became my new teams.
I got fucking wrecked by the Rams
Not
in the
football.
playoffs the year after.
Oh, I know that they have that too.
I wasn't talking about football.
We are. That's the thing. The Lynx are great though. The Lynx are great.
You're great.
They're about to win the next championship again. The only sport that can win in Minnesota, girls basketball.
Right.
They got 4 championships. They might get a 5th this year. And like I said,
Damn.
it's funny because nobody cares, but they are awesome.
Right. I mean, I guess they have fans. I don't know.
They're starting to. I think we're the first. I think we're the first women's basketball team to have 1 million plus viewers per game. I think it was, or something like that.
Wow.
Let's see. Link.
I don't know. I'm not gonna shit talk it, but I'm not gonna watch it.
No, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I like basketball, so I'll watch some of it.
No, you know what I mean.
No, I totally
Yeah.
get it.
Like somebody show me some of it, I'd watch it. Or I don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean, yeah, thing is, first and foremost, you have to be a fan of the sport. Like, if you don't like
Nothing
basketball, what the
negative
fuck are you gonna
to
do?
it.
You know, like. So. Let's see here.
I am a part of whatever is a part of my current moment.
Well, it's like anything. If you have a team and they're actually doing really good, it makes it a lot easier to watch. I mean, it's as simple as that. It sucks watching a shitty team. You're like, fuck.
Oh yeah, no shit.
I'm saying if you're a fucking Vikings fan and it's like the fucking 5-12 season, you're like, well, this sucks. I'm never watching this shit again.
Yeah. Been there, man.
Yeah.
God damn.
the Mike Tice years, kind of. Fucking Brad Childress.
Oh my god, I know the worst decision ever. They could have had Mike Tomlin, who's still a good coach. We had both
That's
coaches on
funny.
our coaching staff, and we picked the wrong coach to be the head coach.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, we had two head coaches on our team basically as coordinators, and like I said, we picked the wrong guy. Fucking bad choice. The butterfly effect of what
white
happened
guy.
after.
The white guy. They wanted the white guy.
They
No,
took they
good.
took the white guy instead of the
Close.
black dude. Yo,
Yep.
Mike Tomlin. He's been with the Steelers ever since. That's like 15 years ago, or whatever, 18 years ago. It's probably been a long fucking time.
Been a long fucking time.
The coach before him was what's his face?
Mike
Dude with the
Tyson.
mustache.
No, that was Childress with
No,
the
for the
mustache.
Steelers.
Oh, for the Steelers,
Steeler-
Bill,
no, for the
Bill
Steelers
Cowher.
coach.
Yep, Bill Cowher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Mr. Mustache back in the day. Him and Tom Selleck. Just kidding.
Looks like he'd be like a high school teacher or some shit.
He's a gym coach.
Look hour.
That's the other thing. You know what's funny? Like, you know how many gym coaches I had were probably just like all dykes. And by the time I just didn't realize.
Oh no shit. No shit.
I had like at least
the
two
one
of
I
them.
had was definitely.
I'm just saying there was two of them I know for like now that I'm older, like 99% sure you're a dyke. And just at the time nobody knew or cared. You know, it was no thing. It's kind of just funny.
Teachers in general, like there's short hair galore.
They definitely do. I wonder why. I wonder what the trend was back in like the 80s, 90s that made women do that.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know either, because now that you mention it, like, yeah, like
That shit is
my
not
math
hot.
teacher,
Like,
I
what
had
are
a
you
bunch of
doing?
teachers that did that shit.
They're giving up, surrendering.
I am not worthy.
They're becoming their own man.
All right. You are the very evil you just swore to destroy. Fuck, man. I wonder if the kids still play with those fucking things that break your fingers every day. It's for gym class, little fucking roly things. Hold the thing. Like, lady, my finger's about to fall the fuck off if I hold this. No. Sounds like a bad choice.
I guess I don't know what this is.
You know, like the little, you sit on the thing with the little wheels, and you're supposed to, like, use your legs and crawl, or not crawl, but, like, let me see what I can find it. Like, I probably could find it online somewhere. Gym class. 90s, we'll say. What's this thing called? Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, what are these motherfuckers called? Square wheelie rollers.
You're a weenie roller.
Wheelie, not weenie, lady. Jeez. Hold on.
Weenie roller.
Copy image. Can I post it in here? If you look in the chat, I put it in there. These motherfucking things.
I was like, oh, how does it work? The fuck?
These things, you see them, right? Yeah, you just sit on them.
Yeah.
And you put your hands in the little holes, and you use your legs, and you like crawl, like like to go forward or backwards and shit. You play like racing games and shit. But dude, because you're kids and you're fucking going 100 million miles per hour, your fingers in those little holes would almost break off every fucking time someone hit you. Like, oh my god, I almost lost a finger. I'm just saying that shit was
No,
a death
dude,
trap,
fuck
and we
that.
fucking used to play with that
Like,
shit
running
all the
into
time.
it?
Yeah, dude, it was horrible. Like I said, I can't believe I have all my fingers and shit. Like, looking back, it was stupid as fuck. Well, we did it probably like once a week in gym class. Fucking silly. Yeah, those things were dangerous.
There was some. What is the name of that fucking game? It was like some kickball.
I love kickball. When we had
Yeah.
kickball day, yeah, those were dope.
Yeah, yeah.
It was super
They put
simple.
like the,
It just
the
fucking,
mats on the ground and
yep,
yeah.
yep, easy peasy. I mean, who can't kick the ball? Which is always funny because you got to see, you could tell who was actually smart and who was stupid. Because the stupid kids, because at least our teacher used to play it. If you hit the wall, like off the walls, you can catch it still out. So it's like, you have people that try to kick it as hard as they can and shit, and they go off the walls, they get it out. Versus people that just kick it on the ground and just run. Like that's the way to do it, bro. You just kick it on the ground. Nobody can get you out. Be smart. Did you see they have a? There was an adult version of that of kickball, but it's like with water slides, like slip and slides. So you kick the ball and you have to
think
slide.
so.
You have to slide to first base or second base or whatever, or pad, I guess you'd say. Yeah, these dangerous motherfuckers they be. That girl in the back.
Food is good.
What'd you decide?
Oh, is it warmed up bratwurst?
Ooh, I like brats. Those are good.
I don't know why that. I don't know why that woman always wants to make those. I mean, they're fine, but yeah,
I mean, in a pinch, like
it's like the
quick and
default.
easy.
Yeah, in a pinch. Yeah.
Here you go. Here's a lovely fucking right wing meme. The slippery slope starts with gays. Let us just get married. That's all. Just bake our cake. That's all. Just use our pronouns. Just let us dance drag in front of your kids. Kill the demons. They're trying to make us Christian or something. It's like, oh, okay, okay.
Jesus.
That's what they think. I'm saying, but like, this is the shit people read, and then they go, oh, that's real.
Dude.
Then I'm saying this is
It's
why
like
it's so hard to
unimaginable for me.
break people from this because when you read this kind of shit all the day, well, yeah.
Still being in that fucking like
Mindset or whatever.
headspace, dude. Like I
I don't know.
cannot. Yeah.
I don't
Like
know.
I don't understand. I don't get it. Like how can you guys? How many fucking times around the sun will it take?
Right. This is kind of funny. It's like the sad fact is that Tyler Robinson had shot his gun off and massacred like 50 students there instead of Charlie Kirk, Republicans wouldn't have cared.
Right.
Like, oh, they killed 18 kids. Charlie's still alive. Oh, we're fine.
Totally. 100%.
Like that's how it is.
100.
Like I said, nobody cares about the
Yep.
the same day we had the school shooting. Nobody talks about that.
NPCs, the normies, or whatever.
Well,
like
again,
nobody's.
the guy who shot the fucking Colorado school, he was a Trump guy. He was fucking to the max. So that's why they don't talk about that killing or that shooting.
Don't talk about it.
No.
Doesn't actually exist.
Yeah.
Not real.
Again, these people are always crazy too. Like I gotta preface, it doesn't really matter if they're right or left. They're just crazy. But like this guy was like, he loved. He was studying and loving the Columbine shooters and stuff. Like trying to idolize them and Holocaust denial. He's a fucking basically a Nazi.
That's sad. The dude's life went to that shit. Just-
Yeah. Even the dude that
That's
shot
how-
Charlie Kirk, like, dude, I think he's 22. It's like, man, I know like some of the shit's fucked, but like at 22, dude, you want to give up? You look at it because you know you're gonna get a death penalty. Like these people all are gonna kill you, so like, you're gonna give up your life for nothing really. Because like this is not gonna change anything. That's always try to preface to people. Like it'd be cool if it actually did something, but none of this shit ever does anything. It just nothing. We still have gun violence.
Dude.
We still have this violence and more animosity towards each other and all that other shit.
Some people should be aborted. People
I
need to know what that is.
get it. Yeah, you're not wrong. Some people should be bored. Thing is, also, yeah, if you're not going to take time to help your kids learn or anything, then yeah, you probably shouldn't be around.
Yep. Like you gotta fucking know what you're willing to do for your kids. You gotta know what if you got it all together. Like cannot stand the pro-life view because it just leaves out so much fucking context.
Well, yeah, not even that. That's it's funny because you can't be pro-life and then when the kid's born end caring about that life. Like, it's not how it works. Because, like I said, that kid's gonna be born in a poor house, right, or whatever, most likely, and you're gonna be like, I don't want to pay fucking welfare to this kid. It's like, well, you just said you wanted it alive, no matter what. So pick a fucking lane.
Absolutely,
Like,
absolutely. It's like right there for everybody to see. You know.
that's the shit that bothers me about that. It's like you're gonna bitch if the kid's not born because it's killing it, but then you're gonna bitch about paying taxes and paying more money for more. Because like you're saying, like if we were to end abortion in America, I guarantee there's probably like 3 million kids a year, right? Like how much more welfare do you think that's gonna cost us, right? A fuck ton. 3 million more people that you have to feed and clothe and all that shit. It's a lot of money. But again, they'll bitch about it. Say we're pro-life until the kid's born. Once the kid's born, I'm not pro-life. I don't care about that kid's life no more. That's what sucks.
Causality does not exist for them mostly, in so many ways.
And like I said, my thinking is, if abortion's legal, nobody's making you do it. Like, why can't we just have the right and let people do what they want? You know, if they want to do it, if they do. If you don't. It's kind of the same thing with like this whole like Christian nationalist shit. It's like you're trying to force everyone to be Christian. Like, why can't you just be Christian and I don't? Like, what happened to that? Like, you are free to do what you want. Nobody's stopping you, and I'm free to let me be what the fuck I want to be. Ugh. Quit forcing shit down people's throats that they don't want.
That's what I was trying to tell you the other night.
I know.
Yep. It's so fucking weird, man.
Mostly it is. Well, like I said, a lot of people just it's just rudimentary. They don't. You just gotta take. You just gotta try to. You just have to try to learn. If you try to learn, you'll probably learn. Like, unless you are literally like, actually like retarded, like mentally challenged, like to like you know like. Very few people are that way. Like you can actually do it. It just takes time and effort, and it sucks for a lot of people. But it's doable.
So funny. The slur or whatever the fuck, libtard, it's like, you guys are actually the ones that are retarded. That's why you're fucking thinking that. Like, yeah. I swear to God, that's how it works. That is how it works.
That's what I'm saying earlier. Like, these people aren't based on like morality or like principles. They just want to own the libs. Like that's all they vote for, even if it hurts their own things. Like my life's worse, but my side won, so I don't care. It's all good. It's like what
it's
a
like
dumb...
it's a jealousy thing almost, right? And they just
well, yeah, what a
point
dumb
out
way
all
to
the
live.
blemishes.
Like
Yeah,
it's literally the thought process of like I'm the ruler of the ashes. Like, oh yeah, your side won.
Yeah.
Now you own all ashes and fucking burn down building, whatever, right? Like, what'd you win? Nothing. Act like you're the fucking big winner.
Yep.
And that's
They're
how it be.
retarded.
That's how it be, sadly.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All about their fucking ego and the tribe and all this other shit, man. It's like,
The thing is, they don't even know what these things are. That's what I'm saying. I was arguing with this dude. I'm like, you know, like at this point, I was like, oh, but I'm like, bro, you don't even know how to think. Like, you don't even know you don't know anything about like epistemology, all these things. I'm like, you don't even know what these words mean. You never even heard these words. He's like, you're right. I've never heard these words. I'm like, exactly. Like that's the problem. Like you literally have no concept of what the concept even is. Like, there's a way to do things, and you just literally have zero clue on it, and you're gonna try to say that everyone else is stupid or whatever the fuck. It's like. Look within, bro. Look within. I think it's a you problem.
yep, it is. I can't believe we're at this point though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just our education just did not have all this stuff included, and it's stuff that is required. I feel like to be an educated human being. Like we
Yeah.
just flat out like it has to. You have to structure your mind. You have to know how to think. Like, what is reality? Okay, well, reality has all these things, like
Mhm.
systems and
It should be demonstrable.
categories
Yeah,
and
like like I always say, it should be demonstrable.
species and whatever. It's like
Yeah, for
all
sure.
the structure.
Hmm.
And people don't know how to navigate it. That's why people can't close their eyes and like sort of ask questions about reality because that's what it requires is to be able to ask questions. And you
Honestly,
can't ask
the big
questions
problem is
about
they
things you
think
don't
they
even
are
know
asking
about.
questions, but they ask questions that are like stupid. Like,
Yeah, it's all concrete shit. Like, oh, what if this person? It's all people and events. That's all it is. There's no ideas, right? People
yeah,
and
actual
events.
ideas, no.
Yep. Just yep. It's all. It all starts with the senses. They haven't made it within yet somehow. Like they probably have, but they can't peel the onion back far enough to show a bigger picture.
Well, again, they're only on
Like
one layer of the onion.
what they're
They haven't
doing.
gone down. They actually haven't got anywhere close to the actual inner core of anything. That's the problem. Like I said, they're all service deep. They know the talking points. Like, oh, somebody brings up this topic, I gotta say this, and if somebody brings up this topic, I gotta say this.
Yep.
And then when I ask you the follow up question, they go, "What?" Like, what do you mean? There's a follow up question? What are you asking me? I'm asking you for the details. Well, I don't know the details. Like, oh, okay. You don't think that's a problem? Like,
Yeah,
okay,
people. Yeah, like not thinking live. I kind of
yeah.
feel like, yeah.
Well, like I said, a lot of problem is, like I said, they know the talking points. So, like, if you go on a top, like if I read like with that whole Obama show, that whole bombshell bullshit, I read all 100 like 8 pages of it. So like when people are trying to talk shit to me online about whatever, it's like, dude, you realize I've read every fucking word of this. You've read 0 words of this, and you're gonna try to educate me on this topic. Like, do you not notice how bad you sound, or like how just whatever, like egotistical, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, man, how can you do that? Like, how can anybody do that? Like, you literally know nothing about a topic, and you're gonna try to tell people that they're, again, it goes back to the whole science thing. What I always say, like, I'm not a physicist. How the fuck am I gonna tell physicists that they're stupid and wrong, or biologists or whatever the fuck, like, I don't know anything about this shit.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. It's yep. Lack of humility.
It was
Yeah.
bad. It was evil. But
Probably
this shows they were actually better in the 1940s.
Yes.
Did you hear that? I forgot about this clip.
Curiosity.
Charlie
Fuck.
Kirk or when he was on Jubilee, this person asked him about like black people during slavery. He's like, yeah, life was probably better than slavery because they fucking had marriages and shit. It's like, what?
It was bad. It was evil.
Like,
but what happened? Something changed.
isn't that crazy? Like, to tell black people
Right.
that
Yeah.
they
he
were
always
better
talked
off.
about like
They committed less crimes.
Maybe
women
they
had
were
less to have
afraid.
children,
I
which
mean,
they kind of are,
4,000.
but like it also depends. I don't know. Like a lot of people, like that's just not the life they want, right? A lot
Dude,
of
who the
women.
fuck? Dude, whenever people talk about like the Bible, like, oh, the Bible didn't condone slavery, which it does, but like whatever they say, try to make all their super arguments. Like, I just go, okay, would you want to be my slave according to the Bible rules? No, why not? Like, why wouldn't you be? So obviously, it's pretty bad. You keep advocating and saying it's not that bad, but it's bad enough where you don't want to be one. So why the fuck do you think someone else would want to be one? Like, what? It's not that bad. It's fucking you're a slave.
Yeah.
You literally have no rights.
Selfishness,
Like
dude.
that
Like,
alone
it's
should just mean anything.
You're right though. They would have been Confederates for sure, dude. And they would have been fucking Nazi collaborators.
Yeah, most
Flat
likely.
out.
Most fucking likely.
They get offended by the fascist fucking label because it's true. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, that's what this guy always says. Like,
It's
he's like,
true.
you
Like,
you
you
never
should be
thought
concerned if
stopped to
you're
think like
coming
maybe
across as
we
a
call you this
fascist.
because you're acting like it. Like that thought process never goes in the head. Like, oh, everybody's calling me this. They're just doing it to be mean. It can't possibly be that they actually mean or see what the fuck. Like,
Yep.
again, it's always nefarious. It's never the fucking. It's the fucking Occam's razor. The easiest answer is usually the right answer. They always got to make things super complex and difficult and hard, even though the answer is probably right in front of your fucking face. The one that they told you.
Dude, it's really all gaslighting. It's
Yep.
like kind of what it all comes down to.
Mhm.
Like, it's almost to the point where it's like, you're supposed to, like, it's like you doubt your perceptions because they sort of project an insanity for like deviating from the norm. Like that is what keeps them the way they are. Like, I feel like it's like this fear of, I don't know, like a structure or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Black Americans are about 13 to 14%
Yeah.
of the population.
Yes, I
about
know that.
half of all prisoners are black.
Exactly.
So blacks commit more crimes than whites do. They commit more murders, they commit more arsons, they commit more kidnappings. For example, blacks are 13% of the population and they commit 58% of all the murders.
Okay, let's talk about it. These are obviously racist claims, but I will respond to them as if Charlie Kirk were a reasonable person.
Black Americans are about 13 to 14% of the population.
Yes, I
About
know that.
half of all prisoners are black.
Wrong. Just 38% of America's prison population is black. That's according to the U.S. government. But it makes you wonder why Charlie feels the need to add an additional 12% to the black.
It's reality, and you can get more reality through more language if language serves as like a fucking
Fucking crazy.
bridge to more reality. I don't fucking know. Seems kind of like what happens though.
Yeah.
Like it's like a navigation of a language structure, and yeah, you gotta know the words. You gotta match it to reality. That's the whole
first
thing.
step.
We're pointing out these people aren't in reality. They're not.
Not even fucking close. That's the problem.
They don't. Yeah.
Like that is
Yeah,
literally
they don't.
that's
like,
the biggest
track
problem.
Things that aren't in front of them, kind of like they don't have. Yeah.
And then again, which is funny because they don't like believe in reality, but again, like that makes sense because they believe in a sky daddy. So like, I always say, like, to me, it makes sense why they don't believe in it because they believe that shit. Like the biggest question in the world, they have no answer or care to even know. They just take it off blind faith because a pastor told me or whatever. I was raised this way, like. Again, the religion question is technically the biggest question of all time. Like, because if it were true, that's a big fucking thing, like, and nobody cares. So even, like I said, most people haven't even read the Bible that believe in it. That's what's funny about the whole thing.
Yeah, dude. People are just like putting up the right signs, and that's it. Whatever gets them from point A to point B in their life. Just coasting by. That's fucked up. That is fucked up to me,
It is.
dude. Like,
They're on autopilot.
it's like every person you can like think of, like they're just living as like a set of symbols, not really as themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel like you have to be able to like close off or like circle a part of reality if you're truly conscious. Like, you have to be able to, like, that's just flat out what you do. Whatever is impacting you personally, or whatever the fuck, whatever occurs in your mind, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're trying to understand, like, yeah, you just have to be able to do that. But I don't know, maybe not everybody's retarded. You can kind of tell when people speak, based on what's around them. So
I always preface, even like there's people who are like, even like the Republicans are smart. Like I can have good conversation with some, just not a lot of them because most of them don't know. They don't even care to know like the actual issues or topics. That's why I love when I randomly
A lot
find
of
someone
it
who does. I'm
is-
like, oh, thank you. We can actually have a real, in-depth conversation on this instead of fucking just talking point.
yeah, I feel like it did. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I don't know, but some of them are smart people, but just not. Yeah, now when it comes to politics, they got an incomplete picture. They got their talking points that make them feel a certain way, safe in their views, and then it's like it backs them away from the other side, and That's it.
I mean, again, you can treat this like religion. Like when you go to church, the pastor, the pope, or whoever, they give you the talking points. Like again, they don't let you read the Bible itself. They read it for you. They cherry pick which books and topics and all this shit. Like it's all cherry picked. Because I guarantee you, I went to Catholic school and all this shit for like 9 years. Never once did I ever read Exodus 21 or any of these other fucking horrible books of the Bible. Like they were never mentioned, right? And that's what they do. They cherry pick and they
Yeah.
fucking again, they listen to the one guy. Like I said, this guy, the pastor, now it's the president, whoever. They gave us the talking points. That's what we got to say. We just follow in line. We don't actually think about or study anything. That's what's fucked up.
Yeah, it's like they order everything in terms of opinions, not facts.
Hmm.
I would say.
Which
You
is
know,
funny because they're
they
supposed to be the
decide
facts
if they
over
want
feelings
to-
people.
not that opinion. Yes, yeah, dude. It's
That's
so
the
funny.
great
to
irony
me.
of it all. My facts
Yep.
don't care about your feelings, except that's all you guys do now is facts over feelings. Or feelings over
It's
facts.
literally they're just feelings. Like, yeah.
Well, like I
It's
ask
all-
anybody
they just
when I
want
ask
an
people at the bar all the time when they're always talking shit about fucking immigration and shit. I'm like, oh, so immigrant took your job once? No. Oh, so immigrant took like your mom's job or your dad's job or your cousin? Is somebody you know? No. Oh, okay. So these people have never affected you at all. So why the fuck are you so angry towards these people? Like, they've literally done nothing to you, but somebody in the media told you these people are evil or bad or whatever. Now you hate them. Like it's
They're virtue signalers, dude.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like narcissism. Like they're just signaling a certain kind of character. That's it. Like I'm tough. I'm rough. You don't like it. You
get out of my
fucked.
country.
I don't know.
Get out of my country. That's what they say. Get out of my country. This is a white Christian nationalist country. That's all we want here.
Why do people want to be single digit IQ?
Dude, honestly, like, that's kind of, I always say, the beauty of America is that we're the melting pot, right? Like, don't we enjoy that we have, like, all kinds of different foods and cultures and shit? Like, that wouldn't happen if everybody was exactly the same. You guys would be eating British food, which is, like, beans and mash and all this bullshit. Like, you wouldn't be doing anything cool like we appreciate in America.
Pizza, Mexican food.
All this, but I would say even cultures, like, dude,
yeah.
like, you know, like the cars we
Wow.
drive, the clothes we wear, all this shit's all persuaded by all these other different kind of nationalities and cultures. You know, like, it's just you lose that. People don't realize like that's part of the things you would lose if you do what the fuck you're talking about. And again, it's supposed to be a positive of America, not a fucking negative.
Yeah, it's
See, I'm guessing you heard that the dude might have been a groper, right?
a what?
The shooter dude might have been a groper, which is a Nick Fuentes fan, basically.
Oh, that guy.
So he might the shooter might have actually been like super right, like so right where even Charlie Kirk looks left. You know, like 'cause that's how right wing these motherfuckers. You know, like it's crazy. I'm not sure if it's true. I always try to preface. I'm trying to tell people like until we actually know, we should probably not like say stuff. At least if you do say something, just preface that we don't know yet. Because I always try to tell people like. Because people that's what I'm saying. The spread of misinformation starts with breaking news. Breaking news happens, and everyone keeps saying, well, it's this. Like, dude, we have actually no fucking clue. Why don't you just chill the fuck out and wait for the actual answers to come in? I don't know.
Man, I can't wait until people are smarter. Like, I'm not even that smart. Like,
I know. It's not that hard.
fuck's sake. I'm a fucking dumbass.
Thing is, it's
But
not
like,
hard.
this shit, like, I don't know. It's just people need to be smart about this stuff. This is stuff you need to be smart about.
Like I said, like, honestly, like, you have questions instead of fucking listening to dummies or whatever the fuck online tell you stuff. Like, just go read the news report. Go read the court documents. Like, you can read all the shit. Most of the shit is very public. People always act like it's so secretive, but it's really not. It's like I can find it right now.
Questions almost like where language and reality meet, you know? Like, You got to investigate. There's inquiry.
Yeah.
You have to go and get it. You have to match it all up.
Effort. I mean, a
Connect
lot
all
of
the
it's just
dots.
effort. Effort. If you try it, you'll probably succeed. If you don't try it, you're never going to succeed. That's really simple as that to me. Like I said, most people don't have like that bad of like learning cognition or whatever where they can't do it. Like you can. You just gotta. It comes under critically thinking. Like when someone says that, like when someone tells you there's mass election fraud, and they haven't presented one single straight shred of evidence in 5 years, why do you still believe this person? like, that kind of shit. Like you should know you've been duped. Like this guy hasn't supplied nothing. So when they sell you that like the job market's better than ever, if you go look at the numbers and they say it's not, you should probably believe the numbers that are not right instead of fucking thinking that they're corrupt and they're liars or whatever. They're just out to get my guy. They don't want him to look good. Whatever the fuck they think.
Yeah, dude. Like, I feel like so many of them are just like afraid and like don't know how to. I don't know. It's just fear, and fear is a huge part of it.
Fear is a path to the dark side. If I learned anything from Yoda,
For real, dude. It
and
really
these
is.
motherfuckers don't
It
realize that's
really
what they're
fucking
doing.
You gotta be on the side of hope, man. You have to.
Yeah, even when it's bad, like there's a lot of times like I get black pilled, or whatever you wanna call it, where I fucking think like the world's not the world's ending, but like I said, like sometimes I feel like we're in a civil war and we can't get off this path. I try to think we can, but it gets hard sometimes. Very difficult.
It's so weird. It's just like tribes, like different frequencies. Like I don't get it. Like different sides of reality. It's like they're just in they're approaching reality from a perspective like where they just cannot reach ours.
Thing is, again, they don't shoot you. If I break up names and these people don't know the names, like, well, dude, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, why the fuck do you think you know anything about this topic? You don't even know the players in the game. If we're playing chess and you don't know what the fuck the rook does or the pawn or anything does, I can't play with you. Like, it's just impossible. You don't know what the fuck the game is.
Exactly.
You know, like,
Exactly.
that's kind of what it is, man. Like, so I'm saying
It's like a war of mindsets. Like I don't know.
in
It's
a
like,
way, fuck it is.
like conventional thinking versus like fluid thinking. You know, like man, it's so weird.
It is.
Like different.
A lot of it's just
psychological
critical thinking. We
species
just have
almost.
zero critical thinking. Especially like it's
Yeah.
like media literacy. Like you can't like people can't understand like you read this and you should be able to kind of dictate if it's bullshit, if it's not bullshit, if it's very biased versus not biased, all this kind of shit. You know, like at least if I'm reading like left wing shit, I know it's left wing. Like I understand and I know it, you know, versus like I said, when right wingers read stuff or hear stuff, they think that's like the 100% true. It's not biased, or you know, it's the unbiased truth. Because that's what Fox says. Fox was we're unbiased news. Like, bitch, the fuck you are. You're far from being unbiased, but just admit it. They can't admit it. It's like anything
That's
else.
why they have to stay unbiased, right? They have to say it. That's
They-
the only way that message gets across.
But again, it's funny because like, if you ask any person in the fucking world, is Fox News left right? They're gonna say they're right. Like, so you are biased. It's fine, which is you know. But again, tell people you're biased instead of lying to them. And now these dummies
They
go,
are
"Oh, we're getting
absolutely
unbiased news." They tell us the
like-
company that told us it's unbiased said it's unbiased, so it's true, right?
Dude, I always just picture like a bunch of like cowboy looking, you know, people who drive who wear like cowboy hats and you
Mhm.
know, like got rednecks and what else you got? Like a part of this fucking common tribe or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's like it's so fucking weird to me. Like, that's really what it comes down to is it's like these guys it's like we separated into you know halves based on commonalities, core commonalities.
Yeah. I don't know. I wish there was a way to turn down the temperature of all this shit. I don't know if there's a way. Like, I don't know. 'Cause I'm reading all this shit again. It's like,
It's
dude,
like-
people are getting so crazy. Like, honestly, with all this shit, like, I don't know.
It's like the conflict has been brewing for a long time too. Like people had interactions in the streets and shit.
Yeah, but again, people, if you meet someone in the streets, you're not talking about politics because nobody can. Like I said, I always tell people that was the big problem with fucking our parents' generation. They taught people not to talk about this shit, so now people don't know how to talk about this shit. And I feel like that's one of the biggest problems.
Right.
And like I said, I don't know how to solve that because now if you talk about politics, everybody in the fucking world gets their fucking ants in their pants. They fucking just don't know how to. Like I said, you could talk shit, that's fine, but like be still rational and like human, you know, like like I said,
it's like
I can call you
like-
stupid. I can talk shit about all your ideas, everything, but at the end, I'll tell you I love you and I respect you. Like you can still,
Take it personal, man.
yeah, I'm saying like I might hate your ideas. I don't hate you as a person per se, you know, like unless you like live out your practices that are evil or bad, like that makes it a little bit different. But you just having the idea, like, no, I disagree all the way with it, but I still respect and care about you as a fucking person. Like, shouldn't be that fucking hard. So I try to stress people, like, disagree. That's why I tell my one buddy, like, I love arguing. I never want fucking negative, horrible things for you, though. Like,
people like get offended like before it even starts. And what else?
there's a lot of things. They get offended. They think that you're calling them stupid, even when you're not per se. like, no, bro. I'm actually just trying to help you. Like, cause you always say, usually when I'm talking to people, I start off like nicer. I just try to be like, here's the evidence, here's the facts, and then I always say like, how you come at me is how I'm gonna come at you. If you start going like, shut the fuck up, you're stupid. I'm like, all right then, dude, I'm a fucking. Now we're about to talk shit. But again, this doesn't actually help anybody. But like, instead of like I said, instead of getting
Yeah, I
butthurt,
feel like-
getting all defensive, just accept the evidence, look at it, and form a new opinion. That's all you got to do. That's mostly what it is.
I feel like I got burned out when I was young trying to deal with stupid people. Like, it's just like a sense I had. Like, hard to explain.
Yeah, I get it. I guess I don't know. I didn't care per se as much until I started doing a lot more history reading, like I said about the Civil War and all this shit. Like I said, you see all the fucking strings being pulled almost exactly the same and everything. It's like, fuck, man. We're literally in this timeline where it's about to be a Civil War, and I can warn you, I can tell you what's gonna happen. You won't.
I don't
believe
even
me.
know how the fuck that would go. Like, I mean, Trump's in office, right? Like,
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck anybody could accomplish. You know, he's got the full force of the military, and he will deploy it on U.S.
I know.
citizens. So,
Yep. But the thing is, at some point, you know, like if you truly feel like, you know, evil's being upon you and all this other shit, you know, it's like if you're a fucking Jew in the Nazis, I guess, wouldn't you rather go out fighting than just fucking being thrown in a chamber and gassed, right? You know, like that's kind
Yeah,
of the idea.
I
Like,
would.
you know, like that's kind of, I feel like that's the idea. Like, you know, if you're gonna fucking die anyways because of bullshit or whatever horribleness, you might as well go out the bang.
My family's all Republicans, dude.
I already know. So is
I
mine.
don't
I
have
already
any
know, dude. Like I said, all
Democrats.
mine are too. That's why I try to preface people, like when people talk about all this Civil War shit, like you realize you're gonna be killing your brother, right? And like, or you know, like it's not as easy as you think it's gonna be.
I would never.
Like your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, all these people, like you're gonna be like because you know people you know very close to you are opposite what you think. You'll be shooting and trying to kill them if it really comes down to this.
Yeah, dude, people just won't figure it out.
Honestly, I think because America's never really gone to war because we're in the safest, because we're across the pond from both sides. So we don't really fucking fight wars. So I think the idea of war sounds cool to us. Versus like the rest of the world, it's really big issue because like again, think about if we actually have a civil war here, dude. Like think of how many buildings and shit would get demolished and shit, like all that infrastructure. Like it's horrible. It's gonna be horrible, fucking in every single way, and nobody cares. Everyone just keeps trying to push towards it. People keep wanting war.
698,000 dead in the first Civil War.
Yep.
The Civil War.
Yep.
First.
I know.
Oh, dude.
Like I said, you can read
people are
journals.
literally gonna speak that shit into existence, man.
People
like,
are. That's the
every
thing.
time
It's already
somebody-
happening. That's why I'm scared, or not scared, but it's like, do you guys not just study history for like 5 seconds? Like none of this is good. Like none. Zero.
It's like a bunch of pixels popping up, flickering.
Pretty fucking much. Well, I think I can't remember the phrase. I think it's like the Stokes of war or whatever. Like that's kind of where we're at. Like we're stoking the fire for war. Like, and it's coming from both sides, both extremes. Because like I said, like here's this other thing. Like I was just reading like all these fucking prominent ex-Republicans like Elon, Andrew Tate, Libs of TikTok, all these people like they've declared war. This is war, civil war. If they're gonna leave us no peace, we must fight and die. It's like what the fuck, people? Like you really think that's
Retards,
like
dude.
this is the best time to start going off on pro-war? All this shit. Oh my god.
Give me attention, give me clicks. That's such another bad part.
Part of it is, yeah. Again,
If these guys need to be fucking like slapped in the back of the head.
I can't. This thing is though, like short and simple and stupid is what gets you clicks or whatever, views, or whatever you fucking call it. That's the problem. Ignorance for the win. Oh god.
Yeah, dude. The Republicans got like they got their fucking guns, they got their fucking
Dude, but the left does too. Like people act like the left don't have guns. They do.
well not like guns, but like, they're prepared for shit,
I think the left is more than you know. I think the left gets played off as pussies, but dude, I know a lot of badass fucking like former cops and shit who are fucking lefties. Like, I don't know, man. I know some badass dudes. They don't talk about it in public because they don't want to get whatever. They don't want to fight people in public, which I
Yeah.
understand. I don't mind. I love. There'll be a lot of people at the bar that are like, I wanted to say something. Like, oh, don't worry. I say what you can't say. Because I don't give a fuck. Like, no. Like I said, I let a lot of shit slide. But like I said, every so often I'll hear something just ridiculous. I'm like, okay, come on. Seriously, we're spreading this kind of lies? Like, seriously, think about it. Listen.
dude. Yeah, you just have to
Because I've been
not anticipate opposition, dude. Like there is a fucking way of just saying things perfectly where somebody is more receptive to it. Like 100% a tone.
I try. I mean, like I
Yeah,
said, I usually try to
yeah.
start off nice-ish or whatever. Like, I just try to be respectful. Be like, hey, bro, did you know this? Like, the one guy brought up something like, do you know about the Doha Agreement? This. That's fucking like, okay, dude, if everything I say is bullshit, then fuck the fuck off, dude. Like, like I can show you actual things, and you just refuse to learn. That's the shit that really just
Yep.
grinds my gears.
I feel like it's things they don't understand.
Of course it
all
is. That's the thing. They're scared. Like I said, that's why they hate science and shit. Because it's words and shit that they can't comprehend because they never looked into it, which is fine. Like I said, not everyone's supposed to. It's hard for me too. Like I get concepts more than like actual practice of it because it's so fucking hard. But again, for me to say that I'm smarter than the physicists, the biologists, the neurologists, all these things, like that's just fucking stupid of me.
Yeah,
It's whatever,
feel like you're
narcissistic,
totally right.
whatever you want to call it.
about football teams or like wrestling or what. Dude, it's so right.
It is, though.
Like that's as much stake as they got in it. Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
It's like a little game they're playing. That's about
It
it.
is. It's points. It's all about points. We won. We won. Why do you think Trump and all them keep saying we're winning? We're winning. It's like, if you're winning and we're all losing, what does that mean? Like, again, it's the king of the ash thing. Like, yeah, you're the best, the coolest. Look what you left, or what we have out of it. Nothing. Like,
Yeah.
you're the king of nothing. Like, congratulations. That's the world we're like I said. If we go to civil war, like people keep saying and all this dumb shit, it's like that's what's gonna happen. Like I said, all these beautiful buildings around this country, they're all gonna get destroyed. You know, like nothing, like nothing good can happen.
I don't even know how that would look. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Where would forces be divided? You know, like, well, I mean,
we
I
don't
guess
know. That's the other
Minnesota-
thing. It's not north and south like the other one was kind of easy. This one is, like I said, it's your family. It's literally like your neighbor. Your neighbor could be a libtard or whatever the fuck. Now you got to go kill him. Like, you know, like it's fucking
man.
nuts, right?
That would be fucking insane. Like, I just could not even imagine.
I just feel like I feel like that's how it'd have to start. Like, it'd probably start in a big city, and it'd just be like, you know, like how there's like 10,000 people protesting instead of just being like 50, 100 crazy people that are stupid. There's like 5,000, 10,000. Like almost all of them
People,
would say have
losing
guns
their
and shit.
fucking minds, dude. Like, that's literally what it is, though. It is basically people losing their minds.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, this is where I always will like take Charlie Kirk's side. Like, he shouldn't have got killed for talking to people. Like, that's stupid. Like, you could hate his ideas, and I totally do, but like, to kill him, I don't know. Like, I always feel like you need someone just to clown these people. Like, that's usually the best way to show someone stupid. You just clown them in front of an audience.
Yeah, I
And
think so.
It's one of those like pull the curtain of the wizard. Like, the wizard seems like a badass until he's not, right? Like, oh, you're just a fucking loser. Actually, you're
We
nobody.
kind of are too soft, I feel like. Yeah, we got to be too nice. That might be what actually is the problem.
Oh, it is a big problem.
know?
The Democrats or the far left, you can't say you can't say all these words, you can't do all these things. They got really soft, and the right took that and made it their mission to be strong and powerful. We're not them. We're not pussies like that. We can say whatever we want, even though that's not true. Because again, you're looking at people talk shit about Charlie Kirk, and the right's losing their mind and doxing people and doing all this crazy shit. So obviously they do give a fuck. They just lie, but but the illusion of them being tough, you know, and open and all this shit.
Dude, it's like, how do we warp into this reality? It's not hard. It's not hard.
It all started when Hillary lost. Now that I've, because at the time I hated Hillary Clinton, so like I didn't want her to win, but like if she
Look
would have
over
won,
Bernie.
like how much different would this timeline be?
Was Bernie polling better than Hillary?
He won like the first or second.
Well, I
first,
mean like against Trump, not.
oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. Honestly, she was winning until James Comey opened up the email case kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah, because remember that whole 3,000 emails getting deleted and shit?
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I think it was like a week before the election. He's like, oh, we're opening criminal charges or whatever against her for this. And I think a lot of people were like, oh, she might be a criminal. I can't. Which is funny. Back then, if you were a criminal, you couldn't be president. But now, we don't give a fuck. We voted in the guy that is a 34 felon. I'm just saying, in this time, since her election, that 2016 to now, things have changed that much where that used to be a losing point for any election. Now you're going to win. Or you can win with it. Think about, like, the morality of Americans that we did that. Like, we voted in a felon. That's fucking nuts.
Yep.
A known con
It's
artist.
so weird, man.
A known
It's so
con
fucking-
artist, and people think they're not getting conned. Like, that shit amazes
No,
me.
yeah, very well.
I'm
known.
just saying, like, this guy is the biggest con, like, one of them, if not, you know, like.
Yep.
And the other thing that's funny to me always is that how did people get tricked to thinking that a billionaire spoon-fed dude his whole life is the arbiter of like the everyday man? Like, this guy is the farthest from an everyday man that you could ever see. He's been a billionaire his whole fucking life. Oh, not a billionaire, at least a multi-millionaire his whole fucking life. And you think that he's like you somehow? He's got our best interest. When he's never had your best interest in his whole fucking life. Like I said, what would make
Maybe
you
it
think?
is like context blindness, like Patrick was saying.
context.
Yeah,
What do you say?
context blindness.
That is part of it, but
Like, you're
again,
not
but
really seeing the
but is
full
it blind?
picture.
See, is it blindness? See, I wouldn't say it's blindness because blindness implies that you didn't have a choice. This is a choice. That's where I would disagree. Because what makes you stop?
It's mean like looking at the picture or whatever, like the
Mhm.
situation.
But even then, it's still a choice. They're choosing to do it though. It's not a blind. You're not. It wasn't like you just were born without eyes or whatever. It's like, oh, you have eyes. You can see the whole paper. I can. I'm looking at the paper. I just refuse to read it or learn from it. That's the problem to me. It's like it's a choice. You're choosing to be ignorant on this topic, and why are you doing that? I don't know. I don't
So
know.
maybe hedonism, like it's not easy pleasure, like
I
this
think that's a big part
consumerist
of it.
angle. Yeah,
Like I said, I think it's a lot of it's
people
just
gotta be spending time with their friends, and like it's all about the self-esteem, and
that's why you got to spend times with people who are smarter, or like it's like a lot of things. Like honestly,
That makes
if you
you
want to have more
insecure.
money, you know what you do. You hang out with people who fucking make money, right? Or like if you want to be smarter, you hang out with people who are smarter. You want to be fucking like more athletic or whatever. You hang out with fucking jocks. Like it's kind of like that. Like you gotta kind of hang out with different sets of people if you want to grow. And again, it comes down to like the whole American culture thing. Like we're supposed to be the melting pot, right? Like that is the idea of us. We're united, we're better. Individually, we're not as good. Like you could be good at something, but you can't be great at everything, right? That's where you need the culture, everybody to come on board and help you out and shit.
You have to put in the effort too, though.
Yes, that's a huge part of it. Yeah, if you put no effort in, it don't fucking matter. I mean, you could be the best
Yeah,
teacher
you
in the
gotta go
world.
get
If the kid doesn't
it.
want to try anything with your, what are you going to teach him? You can't.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. Like I said, I don't know. What made people lose curiosity? I feel like that's a big part of it. We're just not curious anymore.
Identity. I don't want to be a nerd.
Yeah, like I get that back in the day, but I feel like nerds and shit now is probably like a good thing. Like I would say prior to 2000, I think that would have been enough of an answer. But like the losers are the ones that get all the money, right? Like Steve Ballmer, all these people, they're losers, right? They're nerds, but they got billions and billions of dollars, right? People love them.
Yeah. I don't know how these people think. I mean, I do, but don't
It's tough.
kind of.
I know, kind of. Like I understand some of it to an extent, but fuck,
Maybe
man.
that's. I don't know.
Like I said, it's a lot of it is just fear based. You fear what you don't know, and you're afraid to learn anything, which makes you afraid of everything.
Yeah. We are the universe.
We are the world. Just kidding. I don't know, man.
Like, you say that to one of them, they're like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, what? Are you crazy?
Oh, you're one of them globalist kind, huh? Like, I guess so. I want what's best for most people. I'd rather do net positive than net
Funny
harm.
that you can sort of like there's claims of like direct experience of God with like hallucinogens, right?
Sure. Yeah.
But they won't do that. They won't fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like they don't have genuine experiences of God. It's just things that they hear read out loud on Sunday.
I mean, there's that. There's a lot of things like, honestly, like, isn't it kind of weird that if you're a Christian, when you found religion or God or whatever, it was the Christian God. It wasn't like the Muslim God or any. It wasn't Hinduism. Like it's always the one you believed
Yeah.
in beforehand. Like, doesn't that seem kind of skeptical to you?
Dude, all we are as a species is like this thing that's coming out of unconsciousness. That's it, man. We're waking up. That's
I
that's
hope.
all it
I
is, man.
hope.
And
I feel
yeah,
like we're not.
that's
I
what we're
always feel
supposed
like
to
we're
do.
not.
Yep.
That's the problem. I just don't think we are. I think people want to live in ignorance for no reason, or I don't know. Like I said, probably because it's just easy. That's my guess. That's probably the number one reason.
I
Just
think
people
it
are
is
lazy.
that. Yep, 100%. Easy pleasure in an industrial or post-industrial age world or whatever.
Hmm.
Gotta look at my phone for another 5 hours and then go to bed. Or
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I get that. I've done that. I mean, I'm not. That's why I always say, like, I understand to an extent. Like, I've been there. I mean, I get it.
Absolutely.
But like, you still gotta fucking do something. You gotta get better somehow, some way.
A Republican listening to this would be very
Oh, for sure.
annoyed. Like, oh, they're so arrogant, they're so cocky. Fuck those motherfuckers.
Oh, for sure.
They don't know shit.
Well, that's what it's like when John and EK are here. It's like, oh, okay. Sometimes is more reasonable, but still, the other dude's all everything. It's just, I'm always just like John. I would always be like, you know, when I talk to you, I'm just talking to Fox News. I'm talking to Laura Ingrams and Jesse Waters and all the other Dumbos on that show because that's all you ever repeat. And that's why I told you the last time. Like, isn't it funny that he now talks like Trump? He's like, tremendous. They're just tremendous people. They're this, you know, like, bro, you love this guy so much that you literally picked up all his mannerisms. Isn't that kind of weird? Like every single one. It makes me laugh. I don't know. It's funny as fuck to me that that's happening. And whatever. Like
It's actually so funny.
it is. Like I said, you were listening to him. You could hear him. Is everything? They're great. They're great. They're
Yeah.
wonderful people. I tell you. I love the blacks. I
They're
love these people.
wonderful people.
You know, just so fucking funny. After like the hour of it, I'm like, oh, I had to say something. Like, you know that he's just talking like Trump, right? Like word for word. Like I said, the mannerisms, everything was exactly the same. I just had to point it out to somebody.
Maybe people are so lost that they cling to people like Trump. I don't know.
Dude, I just don't get it, dude. Like, honestly, so for me, I always say, I never fucking watched The Apprentice. I thought Trump was a fucking dummy his whole life. Like, I'd never been a fan of this guy. I don't know what was like the draw of the show or anything. Like, it always confused me.
How are people that low IQ? It's not an IQ. It's like,
Well, isn't it weird that Trump says that I love
Oh.
low stupid people. I love uneducated. He says all these things. It's like, you know, he's talking about you, right? Like, isn't that weird or funny? Like, you know, fucked up, whatever you want to call it.
yes.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I said, that's why I always say it on Facebook and shit. I'm always like, not all Trumpers are flat earthers, but every flat earther is a Trumper. Isn't that kind of suspicious? Like that every person that believes in this
Like,
dumbass shit
That's when you
votes
fucking
for you.
switch teams.
I'm just saying,
The
man.
fuck?
It's gotta kind of feel bad that every single dum takes your side. And it's the same as all the other thing. Not every Trumper is a racist, but every racist is a Trumper. It's the same thing.
Yep.
Like last time he got David Duke's fucking endorsement, who's like was one of the head of the fucking KKK people and shit. It's like, oh, those are the people who support you? Cool. Makes sense.
Fuck.
It's just fucking nuts. I don't know. Do not know.
So fucking strange, dude.
Very much so. Like I said, it's just you can't believe that this ignorant of history and just everything. Honestly, a lot of things.
Yeah, like you said, like a curiosity.
That's a big part of it.
Another
Another
People-
thing
yeah,
is like
people just
that's why I
spend
love
their
that
whole
study.
life-
The study shows you that
Pleasure.
being bored is good. People hate it, and I get it. Sucks being bored, but it's actually a good thing. Helps creativity. Helps Like I said, having curiosity, all these things. It's a good thing to be bored. Just sit there and let your mind wander for like 3-5 minutes. You don't even know what the fuck you'd think. You know, like you can come up with a lot of cool things.
It is sad.
Like I said, just in general, this thing we call life is not that hard. Like it shouldn't be. Be respectful. I always tell people, I don't care what religion you are, whatever. Do you follow the golden rule? That's all you really need to have. That's if you do that, your life will probably be a lot better than most.
We need an education that's based on having a good life,
Yeah.
not like it's almost like oppositional. Like, so it's yeah, it's like just to add structure. You know, it's not like something that's for you. It's something that's done to you,
Hmm.
kind of.
Well, like I don't know if it was you the other day or not, but like I said, I was telling somebody like I saw this meme. It's like when you're 10, you're like, all right, when I'm 18. When you're 18, you're like, all right, when I get some more money, when I'll be at 27. Then at 27, you're like, all right, when the kids move out, I'll finally have fun. And it's like you're 65. You're like, I wish I would have lived life. Like I wish I would have just done things instead of not doing. You know, like instead of wondering about the future and caring about all this stuff that meant nothing. I should
Doing
just live the
nothing.
life that I should
Yeah.
have had. And I think
Yeah.
that's the biggest regret for most people. Like they said, nobody ever sits at their deathbed and go, "Man, I wish I'd have made that big investment," or "I wish I'd have done this." It'd be like, "Oh, I wish I would have spent more time with whoever," or whatever actually matters to you. You're
Yeah. Yeah. That, I mean, dude, that hits for me. Like, I don't want that to happen.
I know. That's why. That's kind of
Yeah,
partially
like
why.
the
That's partially
quote.
why I'm trying to do like more vacation. I'm trying to do more things now because
Sure.
I'm like in my mid-30s. I'm healthy enough. I got enough money where like I could spend some I probably shouldn't because I would like to retire and shit. But it's like what if I retire and then I die like in 5 years? Like I saved all this shit for nothing. Like I gotta enjoy some now while I still
Yeah.
can, kind of thing.
Oh,
What the young kids say, YOLO. Just kidding.
mm-hmm. It's scary too. Like,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, dude. No, well, again, it's like anything. Nobody wants to
I
think about
want-
their demise and shit, but it's like you also got to come to grips. Like this is part of life. Like you either got to enjoy it or you live it with nothing. Or like you live with a regret. Like I wish I'd have done these things, and I'm trying to do my best to not have those big regrets. I mean, there's always gonna be some, but if I can limit them, that'd be cool.
Yeah. You just gotta move past them
Yeah.
and anticipate further regrets.
Well, it's like anything. Like
avoid-
sometimes you read stuff and it just kind of hits a little bit harder than other things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't even ask anybody. They're
Hmm?
gonna chill. But I figured that they would have read the
I know.
general chat.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask anybody if they wanted to hang out, but I figured they would have read. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I send Patrick a personal text, but he's been really busy recently. Last few times I've texted him, he's been whatever. So I'm like, all right, dude, do you? Do you, baby boo?
Yeah, he seems to do a lot of stuff.
Hey, that's cool. I mean, I bet it keeps his mind sharp and everything.
He
So,
should do a lot of stuff.
well, it depends. It all depends on what you're doing. If you enjoy it, love it, it's not as bad, But if you're doing something just to do it because of fucking deadline or whatever the fuck, it's gonna be a big drain on you. Hi, big kitty. He's a big kitty.
Chunky.
Yep, big old chunky cat. Which is funny because it eats the same food and everything as the other ones. This one's just a big fat cat. You're predisposed to being fat, kitty.
I
Sorry.
miss cats.
Big old orange Garfield looking cat. Yeah.
They're like actually dumber, aren't they?
The orange ones? I don't know.
The fucking yeah.
The orange tabbies. I think they're more like energetic normally. Like,
Maybe. I feel like they're always friendly. They're always
this one is
sort
super
of
friendly. so yeah.
docile.
Yeah, they're probably the most domesticated. That probably makes sense. Yeah, you're the most domesticated kitty. You come from the line of the first cats to be domesticated. That's my guess.
Could be, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I told you about that like study or whatever that they did on foxes where they bred them like repeatedly and they got like certain traits like I don't know a curly tail or
Oh, really?
long ears or whatever, right? And
Mhm.
and then they showed more like friendly attitudes, you know,
Okay.
like they're was I guess friendly, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like that accompanies other traits.
Yeah, makes sense.
And yeah, like so like that's how dogs got bred, right? Like it would be like a friendly wolf would show up, you know, and then they'd breed that wolf and then so on and so forth. And then now we got all the breeds that we have today.
I feel like we got dogs
Like-
from fucking. We'd have campfires with food, and a fucking bunch of wolves would come to fucking eat us slash the food, and we just kept throwing them scraps and food and shit. And eventually, they learned just kind of like, oh, if we go to that campfire, they'll throw us food, you know. And then eventually, it became symbiotic. Kind of
that's
shit.
probably right.
That's just my kind of theory, because I always tell people like, I don't know how the fuck you domesticate wolves. Are fucking hard to domesticate, but we did it, you know.
Yeah.
And what brings people together? Food.
Wolves are assholes.
Wolves are fucks. Yeah, they are.
Yep.
And they're very structured. It's being a wolf is kind of like being in the military. Follow orders, listen, do what you got to do, you know, all that kind of shit.
Yeah. The people like that. That I think
Yeah, they
people
do.
enjoy being like that.
I
That's
think
what
so.
conservatives like.
Mm-hmm. Bootlickers. That's what they be.
Yep.
They licketh the boot. Like I said, they're used to following one person, so it's good for them, I suppose, to be a follower like that. Like I said, before it was the priest or the pastor and shit. Now it's they're one politician they trust, nobody else. That's what's funny, because like, let's say like a congressman or a senator that's Republican disagrees with Trump. That doesn't matter. They're gonna take Trump's side. Like, it doesn't matter.
Right. Exactly by default.
Yeah,
No-
I'm just
no
saying, like,
matter what.
even if their own guy says this is really bad for us, we probably shouldn't do it. Well, Daddy Trump says this is good, so it's good. Like, oh, okay. That's all.
Guess it is that. Yeah.
A lot of it.
these peo- Like I'm like too proud to ever do that.
Without
I don't want a
questioning or
leader.
without even like thinking about like I said, just full throatedly. Yeah, that's a problem. Like, it's fine to listen and take someone's advice if you have like a long track record of it or what, you know, like I said, just full, like, no questions asked. That's the problem that's bothering me. It's like this whole tariff thing. People still act like it's a good thing. It's like, have you guys not read any history? What happens with tariffs? That's what even like George, like I said, that video I was talking about. George Bush even mentions like the Smoot-Hawley tariffs. Like this, what happens? It's gonna be bad, and then 10 years later, 15 years later, we're doing exactly what the fuck he said was gonna happen. And it's bad. Like, fuck, man, figure it out.
Not fucking ever listening to anybody else. Just
Again, I think it comes down to that tribalistic. This is my team. This is my team, guys. We have to win. We have to, whatever.
You have to win.
I do. I'm a winner. I'm not a loser. Jeez.
You're weak.
yeah. Religion's at the center of it.
I do
And
think
money.
so. That's why like with like friends of mine, it's hard to talk about religion shit because I'm trying not to be fucking mean, but like I really want to because like I know it's bullshit. And I can explain everything to you, and again, you'll tell me I'm wrong because like Eric the other day because Eric, which I mean I don't like Muslims either like that like the religion and shit, but he's like the Muslim religion's like this and this and this and like, bro, like your side is not much better, correct? Like you guys are pretty bad too. And then like I was trying to tell him like
Yep.
the Muslims give you why the Muslims talk shit about Christians is because they go you guys don't have your first book, you guys don't even know who wrote the books or whatever, right? And it blew his mind. I'm like the Gospel of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, those aren't the guys who wrote the book, right? Like people have been so tricked to even think like that. Like they think those are the guys who wrote the books. Like it tells you in the beginning of the Bible, like these are anonymous. We actually have no fucking clue. Like how are you gonna believe something you don't even know who wrote it? You don't even know why they wrote it. I guess you know why, but just like all these things, like fuck, man. Think critically for a second.
Yeah.
Like if I wrote a book, if I wrote a book today, and I buried it, and like 1,000 years from now they found it, would you trust what I wrote? Like with no verification and shit. Like no, you wouldn't do that. Why are you doing it now with this? Like I don't know.
Yeah. Yep. It's conformity, fear, fucking some
I don't know.
weird obedience fucking
It
thing.
is.
Yeah.
Bootlicker syndrome. I don't fucking know, man. Which is funny because again, Jesus is supposed to be like a revolutionary guy, right? Which is cool. Why don't you guys follow his leadership and do some revolutionary shit? Why do you follow the fucking status quo like so much?
It's like he just turned into like the cross as like a symbol and like
That is all it is.
a thing to give you forgiveness.
Sure. I mean, I get it, but like, I always try to remind people, it's the fucking, he's the mob boss. I won't. If you pay me, I won't break your fucking fingers. That's what he does. If you love me, you won't get punished forever. Like that's a mob boss mentality. Like that's not a good guy.
They approach it, yeah, it's like they want to go to heaven and that's it. That's all, like
That's
it's
all that
literally
matters.
the only thing they care about. They don't
Sure.
believe in God or believe in Jesus or whatever the fuck.
The other
and
phrase I think is
go to
funny.
heaven. Yeah,
I
for
love.
forgiveness.
I think it's funny and weird when people use the phrase "we're God-fearing Christians." It's like, isn't your God supposed to be loving and caring?
They
Why
don't-
do you have to fear
yeah.
him? Like that
They
whole
don't
phrase.
look
Whenever
at
I
it
hear
in
it,
terms
says,
of love. You're not
yeah, I'll just say that
you're
phrase.
supposed to love others.
That phrase,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
phrase always
They
baffled
follow the
me.
rules, but loving others, that's something different. That's not a rule. That's optional.
You know. Again, that's what I try to tell people, like the slavery thing. Like he made the 10 Commandments, which is more anyways. But like the 10 Commandments, he couldn't have made one. Thou shalt not own another human. Like that was too hard for him. Like that was impossible.
Mhm.
Like come on now, you're supposed to be God. Like I don't know. All these little things, like I said, and again, to me, it's like if you actually think about it with like your critical brain, you should realize that, like, yeah, these are kind of fucked up and silly or whatever the fuck. Like, why do I believe this?
Dude, it's literally like bedtime story type shit. Like
It is
why?
for adults. Well, it starts as kids, but then it's for adults too.
Why?
Like I
Why
had
is that
this
still
one, I had this one
ruling our
person the other
world?
day at the bar. They're like, "You can't be agnostic and an atheist." I'm like, "What do you mean you can't be agnostic and an atheist?" She's like, "You're saying you're an atheist. That means you don't believe in it." Yeah, I don't believe in it because there's no evidence. If you brought me evidence, I'm saying we don't have good evidence. If you brought some, I could believe, but I don't currently. So I'm an atheist currently, but I'm agnostic because I don't think we have the answers, so we can't prove it one way or another. So why is that such a hard concept? But it was a very hard concept for her.
It's like math, dude. It's 2 + 2.
You would think, right?
No, I get it, dude. Like, I really do feel like, yeah, people don't know how to like think in terms of definitions and shit. You know, like
Yeah.
definitions are a big part of philosophy.
Fuck yeah.
Like, you have to be able to, you have to turn a word into
An
other
idea.
words or concepts
Well, you got to turn a
that
word
are
into an
not
actual idea if you think about it.
synonymous
Like,
with.
I always say, words are wind. Words mean
Yeah.
nothing. But if you say the right words at the right way, the right time, whatever, right, it becomes an idea. And the idea is what we can share to each
Yeah.
other and spread, and that's the knowledge that we can learn and grow from each other. You know, like, it all builds, it's all building blocks. But again, you have to know what words, you have to know what the words mean, or like what I'm actually trying to say, and that's sometimes the problem. You know, like, I talk past you, or you
Yep.
talk past me, or whatever the fuck, you know, kind of
Dude.
thing.
The gulf is actually pretty big. Like, I'm 36, right? Like,
Mhm.
I took a long time to get to where I am.
Yep.
Like, I don't even know where to start with trying to introduce people to like an objective worldview, you know? Like, that we are things that function, you know,
Yeah.
processes and all this other shit.
I don't know. I got in late too, I suppose, overall. So I mean, the thing is, but again, for me, it's curiosity. Like, I find it interesting. So like, it didn't bother me learning more. Like, I wasn't forced to go down this trail. It's like, no, I kind of always wanted to go down. Once I discovered one thing, I want to discover the next and discover the next, and just, you know, keep going, keep going.
Yep.
Like I
And
said,
it's like you do have memories, you know, from the past to like link shit together, you know,
Sure.
like end up stitching everything together.
that's why I can argue. That's why when I argue with people, like, dude, I know how you think and feel. I used to be you. That's why it's funny because like how you're talking. Except I always tell people, at least when I was conspiracy doing shit, I would come with evidence. Like when people are like, how do you know? I would actually show you fucking what I know. Like instead of these bitches nowadays that just fucking because I say so. It's like, what? You can't even supply me anything? Like okay, like you're a horrible conspiracy theorist, dude. I'm not telling you.
It's
There's ways of doing it.
yeah, religion just seems to disconnect people from reality.
It does. I mean, it's literally outside. I mean, they're always proud to tell you that too. Like,
Yeah.
we're not in nature. This is or it's supernatural. It's not nature. It's unnatural. It's like, why the fuck you believe it?
They're
Like you
living
literally
their
can't
lives
you can't do
according to
nothing with it.
something
That's the thing. It's
that
unfalsifiable.
isn't here.
You make an unfalsifiable claim. Well, I can't tell you you're wrong ever. You know.
Yep.
Therefore, they can always believe because you can't prove me wrong. You can't prove you're right either, but that doesn't matter. It matter not.
Like, I'm cool with metaphysics, fucking, you know, like, I don't know. Not like this bullshit dogma that's been there for millennia.
I know. Again, going
Like,
back
we've
to
had enough time just to figure this shit out, you know, like we've had 2,000 years to, you know, kind of be like, all right, dude.
I'll say, even going back to that, like, if the Bible and shit was interpreted as a living will where it can adapt with the times, it'd probably be better than it is as it's the originalist.
Oh.
Like I'm saying, where now it's everything has to mean exactly what they meant back then and how it, like, no, no, we should be able to adapt the Bible to what it is nowadays.
It's dude, it is. It's just wild to think of, like, not many people can, like. I mean, a lot of people obviously think religion is ridiculous, but it's like not many people get to actually see how fucked we are.
Right. Well, the thing is, it's always like someone like me who grew up religious and gets out. Those are the ones that try to like raise the flag the most. Like, no, 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 this is bullshit. I promise you, I used to do this forever. Like I was listening to this one chick. She was like 43. Is like finally when she like got out of religion. She's like, oh my god, I grew up Mormon and I thought this and this and this, and now I learned a little bit, and then it just kept going and going, and now I'm here. Like that's how it goes.
That's great. Yeah. Like, yeah, dude. Everybody's got their timeline. That is interesting, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like honestly, from this article, it was basically her husband was like a super MAGA guy, like an alt-right Christian kind of guy, and that's kind of what broke her free. She's like, "You're kind of a shitty person," and this happened, and this happened. Then she just kept going and going, and like, yeah, this is fucked. I don't want to be a part of this at all. Like, it's sad that people gotta, like I said, some people need that though.
Seems it's a very patriarchal thing. That
Patriarchal as fuck for sure.
conservative.
Dude, I mean, think about Christian nationalist
Yeah.
people right now. They think it's one house, one vote. So, like, I'm saying, like, right now, I would vote for my girlfriend, like, and my kids, like, or whatever, like, they'd have no say. It's like,
Yeah,
it's fucked
that's
up, right? Like, I always tell you, like,
These people
don't
are
you want more
fucking
rights?
retarded.
Why do people
Or
cool
they-
to give their rights away? I always think it's crazy.
Primitives.
It is primitive as fuck.
That's really all they are.
It's the same thing I was telling you, like, about, like, the Supreme Court and the Congress and shit. It's like, with Trump, it's like, why are
It
you guys
sucks.
willingly giving up your power? Like, you know you're never getting it back,
It's
right?
like there's no easy way to say it.
There is none. Well, you can say it, but again, they think you're lying. Like, oh, you're just being. You think that this is gonna happen? It's like, yeah, bro. Like that just happened. That big, beautiful, fucking stupid bill. Like this actually happened. Just because you don't know it happened doesn't mean it didn't happen. Ignorance at its finest, like always.
Dude. It's literally
I didn't
primitives
see it.
versus people that are. It's fuck. So stupid.
It is dumb. It is a dumb.
And like the left is evil to them. Like,
Mhm. Which I will
it's a
say,
battle of
the
good
left
versus
thinks the right's evil
Like,
too.
The fact they
They
frame
probably
it like
shouldn't.
that.
The left probably shouldn't think the right's evil, like overall, but they're led by evil leaders, which is swaying the public to do evil things. Let's say, like fucking Stephen Miller. I hate that fucker. That's the guy that runs the country. I always try to tell people. He's like the worst. He literally said the one in high school. He's basically pro-torture. He's like, torture is better than killing somebody. So I think from now on we should just cut people's fingers off. And this is like, what? That's what you
Yeah, I
believe?
saw that.
I know, but now this guy is like the chief advisor to the president. Like, it's all fun and games when it's a dum-dum online. Going back to Charlie Kirk for a second again. I kept getting this stupid argument with people. People are like, Charlie Kirk has the right to say whatever. I'm like, he does, but he's a public figure, so like he's gonna be held to a higher standard. He's just a regular person. It's like, no, dude. These people are on higher standards, which means they should be held to higher standards, right? Like, we don't treat fucking Joe Blow down the road the same as we treat the president or the senators or the congressmen or even like your fucking lawyers and your fucking doctors and your cops and shit. Like, you're not supposed to treat these people the same. One is higher up on the fucking society scale or whatever the fuck it is. Treat them that way. I don't get to treat a billionaire like a fucking homeless guy. They're not the same.
Your duty.
Yeah, I'm saying they're not the same. Like, you can't treat these two
Yeah.
the same. Like, they're not. They're far from. And again, it's one of those. They
And
have
they
freedom
happen
of
to
speech.
be
You do have the freedom of
usually-
speech, and this is too far, but you don't have freedom of consequences. Like, that's. They always forget about that part. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You can call a black dude the N-word right in front of his fucking face. Now, if he fucking punches you in the fucking face or whatever the fuck, You ain't free from that. You know, like
Yep.
yeah, it's like half truths. That's what the right does a lot. They're just half truths. They do the whole fucking, like I said, freedom of speech, but not consequence. They don't ever mention you have somebody has the right to fucking punch you in the face or do whatever the fuck if you say something wrong to the wrong group of people.
They usually like that kind of stuff, anyways.
I know they do, because then they get to play victim. They go, oh look at this guy, he fucking just beating up on. It's like again, show the whole context of what happened. Sometimes it is fucking just outrageous, like that black dude that just stabbed the chick, whatever. Like that's fucking stupid. Like that guy's a piece of shit, you know. But usually it's not so cut and dry. Usually there's like something that happens. It's cause and effect. Usually this happens led to this, and now this happened. And people only look at the
I've been
last.
seeing more racism online.
Huh?
I've been seeing more racism online too. Like,
Oh, for fuck sure, dude.
Yeah.
It's open season now.
anti-black. Yeah.
Like I was telling this one person yesterday, why is it that Charlie Kirk's killer is a white dude? We all knew he was a white dude. Why did 8 black schools have to get shut down on Friday because of fucking death threats and shit? Because of Charlie Kirk. They had nothing to do with it. Like they literally had zero things to do with this issue, and yet they had to get
They
fucking.
still want to, like, I don't, dude. They're people that just are aimless. They don't know what to do. They got restless energy. I swear to fucking God.
Some of it
And
is
this is
that.
what this is their cause. This is their
Mhm.
thing they can live for.
That is
It's
true.
so fucking sad.
Which is only fucked up because your cause happened to be Trump. You know, like that was your cause. You need
Bullshit. It's
To go to civil war for, or whatever. Like I said, that everyone's talking about civil war, civil war.
literally choosing to be retarded.
I wonder if I can look that up. How many times was Civil War mentioned on X in the last 2 days? Let's see here.
Got the ammo.
I
for
can't.
the
I
Civil
can't
War.
read it. New York Times. Fucking New York Times. Fuckers.
Fuck New York
They have
Times.
they have an article that says Civil War mentions
Bam.
surge online after Charlie Kirk's death. Like I know it's gone way the fuck up. Ugh, that's like the best article, and I can't fucking read it. Let me see what this article says. This is war. Alex Jones. This is war. This is war. This is war. Ah.
What fucking loser.
I know. Oh, see this. Oh my god, this is the shit I could have told people was gonna happen, but they didn't. Oathkeeper founder Stuart Rhodes, who was sentenced to seditious conspiracy with regards to January 6th Capitol riot, commuted by Donald Trump earlier this year, announced on InfoWars that it's time to restart his militia group in order to provide public protection for figures like Kirk. So, AK, we're about to have the Oath Keepers and Proud Boys back fucking on the streets, fucking doing their dumb shit, because, you know, why wouldn't you fucking just, you know, pardon all these fucks? Jesus Christ. I'm going to help rebuild the Oath Keepers, and we're going to start protecting it again, said Rose. If my security team has been at this event, if they'd have been there at the high point looking for potential threats, they could have saved Charlie Kirk's life. Yeah, dude, fuck off, dude. You weren't saving shit. I hate people. If I was there, this is the narcissism. If I was there, everything would have changed. Everything, I bet it
Yep.
fucking would have. Like, he had like 10 cops there and shit.
Oh.
Like,
It's so funny to me, dude. We're in this phase where everybody has to learn.
and then here you
shit
go.
to
And here you
fucking
go, Rhodes. Rhodes is calling,
go
which is
forward.
ironic. Rhodes is calling for the invoking of the Insurrection Act in wake of the shooting, which is what he did, which is funny. And then B, that's fucking martial law. Like, he's calling for martial law.
Dude.
You say
It's-
he's
I'm
saying
s-
you should declare that the left in
I'm
this country
but-
is obvious open rebellion against the law of the United States. They're committing insurrection. They're aiding and abetting an invasion, and they're blocking the execution of federal laws. Which again, this is all January 6th, which is fucking ironic that this piece of shit is saying that. This whole fucking thing, like the worst guy to
Swear
ever
to
say
God,
any of
dude.
this.
people just can't enter the real, man. Like it's just really what it is.
Here's Ed Martin, one of Trump's fucking leading former attorneys, and he's U.S. pardon. He's a pardon attorney. He wrote on X, "For it is written, vengeance is mine; I will repay," says the Lord. So again, cherry picking Bible quotes to make you seem like you should go to war with people. That's a religious way, isn't it? Just cherry picking shit. Fucking stupid. I'm just saying. And this is supposed to be the party of peace, right? That's what.
Are people supposed to be contradictions in a way? Like,
In a way, somewhat, yes. I mean, there's nobody that can be perfectly not contradicting, like, I don't think ever, but fuck, man. It's just, like I said, it's when you're public and open about it. Like, you're publicly stupid. Like, we all can watch it live and in person. Like, that's the thing about it.
Dude, it's so funny. It's like, and they're narcissistic, so they're like exposing flaws that everybody can see, but them, and it's like, that there's some kind of conflict that, you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
some lifelong thing that they just can't figure out.
Right. And now Mike Serenovich and Blake Masters are calling for a RICO-style crackdown on Dem donors. So they're trying to cut money off from the Democrats. Like, you can't have funding. Only we can have funding. I'm just saying, like, people... And like I said, these are all, like, influential people. Like, because it's funny, because they're always talking about, like, well, you liberals call for this and this. I'm like, oh, so random fucking people online, just like Joe Blow. These are, like, your leading... people in the right wing, they're calling for it. This is where I'm coming down to, like, we can't treat these people the same. One guy is working in the government for the government. One person's just a fucking loser in his basement. And you're trying to compare these two to the same fucking person. Like, they're not. When one calls for shit, I'm going to believe it a lot more because they actually have power versus somebody who doesn't have power.
Mhm.
War is here. War. God, just fuck. I can't read the article that tells me about, but I did hear about this Civil War. Fucking, it's way the fuck up. Okay, here we go. I can read a little snippet. On Wednesday alone, there was more than 129,000 mentions on X about civil wars. 129,000 times. That was just in one day. In the last 2 days, it's roughly 260,000 mentions of Civil War just on X, not even including all the other fucking online shit. Fucking crazy. Like I said, people don't realize what they're asking for. Nobody knows. They think it's just a game. Like I said, that's the problem. It's a game. This is like Call of Duty, right? We're just playing Call of Duty until a fucking drone comes to your fucking house or your apartment complex or wherever the fucking takes you out. Jesus.
I totally agree.
That's fucked, dude. I don't even know. Like I said, the problem is I don't know how to stop it because nobody's coming. There's going to be no bridges coming together because, like I said, why would they? Fucking one side has to apologize for everything, the other side doesn't. Ever. Like I said, when these people are like, Charlie Kirk never called for violence, I'm like, he fucking made fun of Paul Pelosi and all these people for getting fucking hit with a hammer. What do you call that? and try to be like, we need to raise money to fucking get this guy out of jail and shit. Like, I don't know. That seems pretty violent
No
to me.
shit, dude. It's literally people being gaslighted. These
It
people,
is
like,
because again they keep saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like Mehdi Hassan. He's like I'm not gonna say like it's horrible that he died, but he's like I'm not gonna whitewash his fucking career. He's a piece of shit, dude. Like this guy called, like I said, this is the other video. He's saying that blacks are better when it was slavery. Like what the fuck, dude? You really honestly think that? And how could you ever say that out loud? Yeah. Blacks, you guys were so much better when you guys were fucking in chains.
they're like
What?
intellectually inferior or whatever the fuck.
But again, like, how does someone hear that and go, "That's based. That's so true." Black people were way better when they were slaves. When white people ran everything, blacks had it so much better. Like what? What a stupid idea. What a stupid thing to say. Like I said, to say that out
He
loud
said
is silly.
the civil rights movement was a mistake or whatever, right?
Yeah, he said that too. Yeah, because ever since the civil rights movement, blacks have been getting divorced at like or whatever. What is it? Non-dad households like 80% or whatever the fuck, you know.
That's probably the 80s. I feel like, like crack
That's part of
epidemic
it.
and
No,
shit,
yeah. I mean, yeah. Actually, I wonder if I can look that up quick. Because I bet it was crack, and not even before that, it was redlining and shit like this. None of this shit's new. Single house.
Yeah, dude, all it is like dropping primitive attitudes. They just keep coming up with stupid bullshit reasons not to.
Again, because they gotta actually read
I think it's
something.
that simple.
In order to learn something, you have to read. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're
That's
they're holding on to an old world. That's all it is.
That's a fucking big part of it. Like that's what I try to stress. Like I said, the 50s is over. That day is never coming back. Like it's just impossible. Hey, if it means anything, it's actually on the rise. It's up to 76% or two parent. Oh, that's whites. Hold on, blacks. It's still on the rise, but it's 44%. In 1970, it was 58%. So 58 to 44.
Okay.
Okay, but look at this. White people, it was 89 down to 76, so 13% drop, and they had a 12% drop. It's literally the same, 1% different drop. Latinos went from 75 to 67, so they had an 8% drop. So Latinos are actually the ones that stayed the most consistent with two-parent households.
I
But
can
yeah,
see that.
what I'm saying, they blame. I mean, black people do have less percentage. Like I said, it's 43 to 76. But again, but percentage-wise, they drop the same amount of percentage, so it makes no difference. What's this say? Blacks living with only their moms is 44% right now. Let's see here. Where's whites? 16% of white people, 24.5% of black or Hispanic, and 44% black. So yeah, almost half the black community come from only a mom house. Huh. That's all it says. Nothing else. All right. But still, let's see what percentage is. Which is funny. So here you go. Here's a black epidemic, or the crack epidemic. In 1983, it had its biggest jump. It went 51% of blacks were single moms. And all the way up to 93, it was up to 54%. Huh.
Hmm.
Let me see. Where's the total right here? Where's 80s? 80s, 80s, 80s. Right here. Okay. So when the 80s hit, only 40% of black people had two-parent households. And then it dropped to 91, dropped to 36%. Dropped all the way to... In 95, it dropped all the way to 33%. Crazy. And again, here's the
It's
crack
pretty
epidemic.
fucked up. Yeah.
For even white people, it dropped from 82% to 82 to 76, 77. So they dropped some too, but way less. And Hispanics, let's see here, 83, 69% to 63. So yeah, whites and Hispanics dropped about 6%, while blacks dropped like 9%. Actually, almost 10%. Yeah, 9%. 9% drop. And I'm guessing that fucking has to do with it, though, the crack epidemic. Which again,
Wonder.
another fucking like quasi-racist thing. Why was crack worse than coke? Because black people did it instead of white people. Like that was literally the only reason why, right?
I don't even know.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I will preface though, like black communities, like they did kind of want, fucking, harsher crimes for it because they wanted it, they thought that would get rid of it, but it didn't. But again, they're the same thing. It's crack and coke are the same thing.
Oh,
But
right. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
one was double the fucking charge. As the one that black people used.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up.
It is fucked. I'm saying like that's part. Like I'm saying, there's so many little things like that. Like that's why when people go like black people have had rights for fucking like they always say hundreds of years, even though it's not true. They only had rights since 1964. However, even since then, like I said, there's been redlining. There's been things that kind of held them back, and people don't ever want to mention these things. They just act like, oh, we're not racist. This happened. Like, yeah, that happened, but you don't want to know why it happened. Like I always say, they know the what. They never go into the why. Like that's the issue. Like I said, people, a lot of them just they go surface level. They know the issue, but they never understand what made the issue and how it happened. I feel like
Yeah,
that's the
there's
issue.
no determinism. No determinism. Just none.
And like I said, to me, it's just curiosity. Like if I read something, I kind of want to know why it happened or like what caused this or what like because things just don't happen in a vacuum. Like the Civil War or even like the Revolutionary War. The Revolutionary War just didn't happen. It was fucking. There was all these little mini conflicts, many little things, with the British and us. Little jabs we'd take, little jabs they'd take until one day it boiled over. Like, but to not know like the cause of it, I don't know. To me, it's just interesting. Like I want to know that shit. That's fun.
Yeah, me too. I'm fucking tired as shit.
Yeah,
I gotta go to bed.
I probably got like an hour at most, and I probably gotta try to get off and get to bed and shit. I got
Zombie
some work
mode.
tomorrow.
Oh damn.
Tomorrow's my Thursday
Vikings playing tomorrow?
night, so I'm not gonna
Alright,
be
who
busy.
we playing?
We playing Kirk Cousins. Not really. He don't play, but the Falcons, Atlanta.
Okay.
The idea when they made the schedule was us playing Kirk Cousins, but he's not the starting quarterback. He lost his job. That's funny.
Kirko in chains. Can't play.
I mean, he's my age too, which means in football world he's old as fuck. I'm sorry to preface.
Yeah.
Whenever I tell people like I know this like basketball player or football, like I know they're as old as me, which I know that's old.
That's funny.
It is funny now. There's a lot of things that are fucking funny in the sense of like I remember like when I was like 17 18 I'm like, oh, that guy's my age, that's so cool, he's in the league or whatever. Now I'm like, these fucking young bucks like they're fucking young as shit now.
Yeah.
Like my
That was
age feels-
always, yeah.
like I said, my kids
It
always
is
tell me-
weird, man.
they tell me I'm born in the 1900s. You're old. I guess you're right.
Oh, man.
That's my kids.
That's funny.
Yeah.
1900s.
Well, yeah, because they were born in 2011 and 2015. So, like, Dad, you were born in the 1900s? Yeah. Oh man, you're old. Like, yeah, I guess I am. I be old.
That's awesome.
It is funny.
Times change, man.
I mean, it's a circle. Hey, man, in the sense, you wish you get old. That's the thing. You know what I mean? I suppose if your life's really fucking shitty, I guess you want to die young, but most people don't.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, dude. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm fucking so tired.
All right, brother.
I'm
I
ready
love
to,
ya.
like, crash out. All right. Love you, man.
Peace out.
So, good talk.
Hell yeah,
That
always.
was fun. All right. Later, dude.
Peace out. Love you. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. 47% without fathers. But again, it comes down to the why. It's always the why. Why so serious? Oh, this is a stupid game. Everyone's fucking left. Let's see here. Pocket rescissions? What does this mean? Basically, eternal division after $5 billion foreign aids through a rarely used maneuver. What? Get away. Known as a pocket rescission, the approach allows Trump to bypass the standard 45-day congressional review process. Oh. So he's trying to circumvent more fucking things. No. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I'm all about the bass, no trouble. Do 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 do. I'm bringing booty back. Well, the Gophers tied it up, so that's cool. 7-7. Almost halftime. Jeez, this game's not going to end until like 1 in the morning. Fuck. Well, maybe like 12:30. Losing in every aspect except for turnovers. Oh, they got less penalties too. More first downs, less percentage-wise. Oh no, why are we losing that? I don't like how they make it like that. We're supposed to win by 2, so hopefully we get that last second field goal. Documents show Lisa Cook described property as second home. Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, when Trump is attempting to fire for allegedly misrepresenting a property as her primary residence, described one of her properties at the heart of those allegations as a vacation home or second home on at least 2 different documents. Oh, who would have thought? Copies of documents reviewed by Wall Street Journal could counter the Trump vision claim. Cook knowingly misrepresented her status. Who would have thought? One document, a letter from Bank Fund Staff Federal Credit Union dated May 20th, 2021, details the estimated costs associated with obtaining a mortgage for the purchase of the Atlanta condo. The property used field is listed as a vacation home in the preliminary loan estimate. And in the second document, she described it as a second home. In 2021, a questionnaire submitted to Biden administration officials as part of the background check for a government security clearance ahead of her nomination to the Fed. Yeah, who would have thought? Trump lying about her? Who would have thought? The Fed desperately wants to avoid recession because it doesn't want to get blamed and it puts independence at risk. Federal Reserve may have more at stake than economic growth as policymakers prepare to meet on rates this coming week. In an interview with CBN, Moody's analytic chief economist Mark Zandi said recent job numbers have been dismal, that it's possible the United States may have already entered into a recession. No shit. I think the Federal Reserve desperately wants to avoid this kind of outcome, he added. Obviously, nobody wants a recession, but also in context of the Fed's independence, they really don't want to get blamed for going into a downturn because that would impair their abilities. Again, when you fucking make everyone think that they're the bad guy, even though they're just doing the best they fucking can. They didn't plan on tariffs. They didn't plan on all this shit. They just are rolling with the punches. Wharton's finance professor Jeremy Siegel laid out such a scenario in July when he told CBN that Fed Chairman Jerome Powell may need to resign in order to preserve the central bank's long-term independence. His reasoning, if the economy stumbles with Powell still at the helm, then Trump can point at him as the perfect scapegoat and ask Congress to give the White House more power over the Fed. Jeez. This is a threat, don't forget. Our Federal Reserve is not part of the Constitution. It's a creature of the United States Congress, created by the Federal Reserve Act of 1913. All its powers devolve from Congress, Siegel explained. Congress has amended the Federal Reserve Act many times. It could do it again. It could give powers. It could take powers away. Meanwhile, Stephen Moraine is set to join the Fed without resigning as chair of the White House Council of Economic Advisors. Wow. So we want a Fed and the economic advisor. I thought we don't like when people go from government to that shit. Despite the enormous pressure Trump put on his Fed to lower rates, even trying to fire Governor Lisa Cook, central banks have largely resisted his call so far. But the sudden deterioration of the job market has made the rate cut a virtual certainty. The Fed meets Tuesday and Wednesday, and the only question on Wall Street is whether the rates cut is going to be 25-point base or 50%, from the current levels of 4.25 to 4.5%. In a note on Friday, J.P. Morgan chief U.S. economist Michael Farrelly said he expects 2 or 3 dissents for the larger cut and no dissents in favor of keeping rates unchanged. At the Fed's last meeting, Governor Christopher Waller and Michael Bowman dissented from other policymakers by calling for a quarter-point cut. It's possible they could dissent again by voting for a half-point cut, Farrelly says, with Moran expected to dutifully dissent for a larger cut as well. On Thursday, Sandy said the bar is high for a half-point cut, but there's a possibility we could get over that. He added that J.P. Morgan forecasts for 6 cuts by the end of 2026 is reasonable, assuming a neutral level for the Fed rates at about 3%. It's possible if the economy is weaker and recession risk higher and concerns about Fed independence greater than we can get lower to 2.5. Yeah. So technically, dropping the rates is kind of bad because it means we're in a recession. That's funny. Poor Feds. What does this say? Oh, 10-7. Come on, Ghosts. We're almost... Oh, it is halftime. Oh, they made it a halftime field goal. We're right before half. Damn. 45-yarder, which is good in field. And that's good for college. China's moon crash reveals strange. Since we got time, right? Over here.
Grown its influence over American countries in the past 2 decades. To the United States' dismay, the rise of leftist governments in the continent has prevailed, increasing Chinese presence in territory the U.S. had claimed under its protection in the past.
Wonder why that happened.
As Chinese flags unfurl alongside those of Latin American nations, The shift in the balance of power and the threat this poses to the United States leaves many to wonder what lies on the horizon for the Americas.
Yep. When you stop supporting your allies and stop with the U.S. aid and all that bullshit, what do you think's gonna happen? You leave a power vacuum, and China's gonna be the one that fills it. Really simple.
This is the case of
This is the case in
Argentina, where in 2014, the government of then-President Cristina Fernández de Kirchner allowed the Chinese to build a space station located some 18 miles from the village of Bajada del Agrio in the country's southwestern province of Neuquén. Oddly enough, the space station's construction had begun a year earlier, immediately raising concerns among United States officials, as Argentina's Congress only gave the green light in 2015. Whichever the case, the facility was fully built by 2017 and spanned over 200 hectares with a 16-story antenna. Once the base was finished, new government officials requested a revision of the 50-year lease agreement that forbade Argentinian personnel from entering the facility. This was partly due to the minimal oversight by Argentine authorities and its potential military.
Hold on. Let me see something quick. I'm gonna move over a second. Okay, hold on. Are other countries allowed into America bases? No, that's not what I'm asking. On their land. No. That's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking. Not visas. Can German hold on. No, the Germans cannot enter the United States based on their land ownership. Hold on. Let me put military. Maybe that'll change things. No, the German chancellor cannot enter. The presidents in control of their bases are subject to specific international agreements, such as the NATO treaty, that govern jurisdiction and military presence, while the German government has the ultimate sovereignty over its land and can, in theory, ask for removal of the base. This would involve complex treaty modifications and not arbitrary access to the chancellor. Okay. Okay, that's not what I was really looking for, but it's alright. But it looks like no, so I guess if they can't, that's weird though.
Military use. According to China, the station's objectives are peaceful space observation and exploration. The 35-meter diameter antenna can probe distances exceeding 300,000 kilometers above Earth's surface. This antenna is one of 3 that comprise the country's deep space station network, becoming one of the essential assets for China's successful spacecraft landing on the dark side of the moon in 2019. Despite its public and noble objectives, the base has become scrutinized, especially by the new Argentinian government, for the station is almost inaccessible to Argentina's personnel.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked, I think, too.
The China Satellite Launch and Tracking Control General, or CLTC, closely operates the base, raising significant concerns about its true purpose. American personnel have claimed there are serious concerns about potential military use by the Chinese, which should be a cause for concern. The large antenna and the station's remote location could be used for long-range communication and surveillance, raising questions about its peaceful objectives. Current President Javier Milei is considering inspecting the base to verify compliance with the contract, which stipulates that Argentina must utilize 10% of the base's resources.
Okay.
This is part of the ongoing efforts by the Argentinian government and U.S. officials to scrutinize the base, keeping the public informed. The president has been questioning the secret.
I mean, unless you have it in law or writing, it don't matter what you want. You gotta follow the rules, especially on the global fucking scale like this.
Surrounding the activities inside the Chinese base, and is committed to figuring out what the personnel inside are concealing from the public's eyes. Under President Milei, Argentina is aligning more with Western governments and has approached the U.S. government and military for closer ties with the South American country. In late March 2024, U.S. Ambassador to Argentina
Copilot, make an image for my presentation. Set it in Paris.
Mark Stanley expressed skepticism about the station's true purpose, suspecting it may be used for military rather than civilian purposes. Only time will tell if China is indeed employing its base for deep space exploration, and not the militarization of space. The suspicions and skepticism surrounding this issue, including the station's remote location, the lack of transparency in its operations, and the short time between the 3 missions, make it a compelling topic to follow, especially regarding China's latest efforts in deep space exploration. As part of its ongoing ambitions to surpass the U.S. in the new space race, China was spotted in December 2023 launching what appeared to be an experimental reusable spacecraft for the 3rd time. The reusable asset was launched using a Long March 2F rocket from the Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center in the Gobi Desert. According to Chinese media outlet Xinhua, the spacecraft was sent into low Earth orbit for reusable technology verification and space science experiments for the peaceful use of space. The report stated the craft was expected to return to its intended landing site in China after operating in orbit for some time. According to information gathered by the U.S. Space Force and other agencies, the spacecraft's first mission was in 2020, followed by a second mission in 2022, which lasted 276 days. The third mission comes just 7 months after the second mission. The short time between the 3 missions suggests rapid and substantial progress in spacecraft reusability programs led by the China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation. This progress underscores the need for vigilance and awareness of China's advanced
Fucking Trump hunter. Hold on, I gotta show a picture. Let's see here, where is it? Let me just show you. Foundation. That's stupid too. Did they show the picture here? Let's see if I can find it quick. The Halloween one. Where's the Halloween one? Yeah. This dumb on Facebook tried to tell me this guy's riding Trump, and this guy here is a Trump hunter. He's a fucking Trump hunt. He's hunting Trump. A right-wing fucking Mormon family are gonna let their kids out hunting Trump for Halloween. And that's what this guy says. That's the best explanation, and it doesn't fit the narratives. How stupidly funny. What a fucking dumbass thing to say. What a silly fucking thing to say to somebody. Fucking crazy. I can't. Just the excuses people come up with. It's fucking nuts. Taliban. We chat with the Taliban. What kind of silly things are here? Let's see here. Let's see if anything's popped up. What kind of shenanigans in memory? I know, but statue for a guy that's never been in the military or anything except for a talker. And nothing good
being spread right now about Charlie Kirk. And it's ironic because someone like Charlie Kirk is oftentimes called racist and homophobic. Get away from echo chambers. Just stop being told how to think. And yeah, you're watching this video and I'm helping debunk the lies, but it's with his words and with full context, of which most people are not getting. You're listening.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
Biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
We're only one third through this video and I'm done playing it because it just keeps going on. All these news outlets, left wing, CNN, MSNBC, all these news pundits literally calling for violence. You know, words have meaning. You're calling someone, even myself.
words have meanings. Okay. Right, that's so funny because it's always true. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Happening all the time in urban America. Prowling blacks go around for fun to go target white people. That's a fact. It's happening more and more. I'm dealing with somebody in a customer service who's a moronic black woman. I wonder, is she there because of her excellence or because of affirmative action? I know, right? No. No, Charlie would stop. He wouldn't stop. Like, he's a Christian nationalist. He would have stopped you if he fucking could. So stupid. I'm a Christian conservative because of Charlie Kirk. Because of Charlie Kirk.
Plant that stake.
Let's see what
We
this
must
say.
stop calling Charlie anything other than a civil rights leader. We
What civil
need
rights
to
leader?
plant that stake deep. It is time that we point out
What civil
that
rights did he help with?
what he was doing.
What civil rights did he help? Like, literally. Like, did he help black people? Did he help gays? Did he help Latinos? Did he help any minority of any kind? Just straight white males, right? That's what. Yep.
Was not politics.
Not
What he
politics.
was doing was trying to stand up for people's civil rights, to show people how a civilization is not a civilization unless you can have a dialogue with people who are diametrically opposed to you, that don't believe anything that you believe in. And yet you can have a civil dialogue, and how important that is. That's our civil right, our right to free speech. And that gunman was trying to take that right away from him and
Yeah,
from
fucked
you
up.
and everyone else. Shut up. You will be silenced. You will not say those things. And there has been a force in this country to try to convince people that you don't have a right, that you have a responsibility to silence others. You don't. In this country, one of our main civil rights is we can express ourselves the way we feel.
Yeah, you can, and then the right will dox you. Yes, you have free speech as they dox you and threaten you and try to send mobs to you. Okay.
We need to express ourselves.
Express
And I'm
ourselves.
sorry, if you don't like it, you have to just take it and then say, I'd like to have a discussion with you on that. I'd
just have to
like to
take it.
know how you got there. I'd like to have the opportunity to argue against that. And you have that right to argue against it. And hopefully, if we are more like Charlie Kirk, we're having those dialogues with each other in a civilized fashion. But make no mistake, Charlie Kirk was a civil rights leader as much as Martin Luther King. I'm
he?
waiting.
What did he do? Like, you're saying that Martin Luther King literally helped us lead to the Civil Rights Act, which helped black people have free rights. So what did Charlie Kirk do for anybody?
To see the first city that will make a Charlie Kirk Boulevard.
Charlie Kirk
Phoenix, you should be the one.
Phoenix.
There's a Martin Luther King Boulevard. There should be a Charlie Kirk Boulevard.
No.
Charlie Kirk was a civil rights leader, and we must take.
What a stupid thing to say.
I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
I bet.
When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less murderous, there was less break-ins. Why is that? And the data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil, but what happened? A certain skin color now gets their own summertime celebration. Oh wow, look how far blacks have come. It has now become a racial complaining day. Remember what BLM stands for: burn, loot, and murder. Yeah, DEI stands for one of the biggest. Didn't earn it, just so we're clear.
Can we also acknowledge, due to the laws under Jim Crow, that black people were significantly hindered from economic advancement?
This is a really important question. The data shows not really. Black Americans are poorer today in 2024 than they were in the 1950s. The disappearance of the black father.
They're poorer today than they were in the 50s?
Has been the number one driver of black poverty in this country. At least agree that black dads not being around is a bad thing.
Anyone's father not being around is a bad thing. Starting in the 1980s and continuing onward, there's been a war on drugs. Is this correct?
I like the war on drugs. Blacks commit more crimes than whites do. They commit more murders, they commit more arsons, they commit more kidnappings. That's not a war on drugs, that's a culture problem. Why are so many blacks committing murders outside of their population? So we've spent $20 trillion on uplifting black communities, $20 trillion, and black Americans are poor. Food stamps, subsidized housing, Medicaid, public schooling, going subsidized college. We're talking about $20 trillion spent on the Great Society, and yet Black America is poorer, more murderous, more dangerous.
Part of
What does
equity
equity mean?
is
you mean taking
allowed-
from other people?
Sorry, if I see a black pilot.
That's crazy. And that's supposed to be the hero, right?
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today.
Alright, I'm gonna be fucking done. They all left, alright. Either way, Charlie Kirk is far from a saint. He's a horrible human being. Didn't deserve to die. Not like that. Like I said, I wish I'd have been one of these people debating him. Fucking stupid ass. But either way, maybe we'll be on tomorrow. Either way, love y'all. Peace.